And we're live.
Okay.
Matt, you want to do what we do, or you?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Otaku Cafe. This is the secret menu episode, and in this secret menu tonight, it is AEW Revolution. I am your CEO, your head chef, and joining me, my Mario Janetti, Ethan, and joining us are these two wrestling fans. One is a single father, JP, and the other one is the number one Carl Anderson fan. Hey, Phil,
fuck
how
off.
you doing?
Fucking hate Carl. I want his career.
You want his career.
Because he does absolutely nothing and he gets paid. I love it.
He's in NXT right now.
Yes. He's loving life.
Yeah, for like $750,000 for NXT.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, I
He
want
wins
that.
up.
Carl Anderson.
What are we talking about?
Carl Anderson.
Carl Anderson.
Oh, Carl Anderson. I thought you said Carl Frederick.
No.
There's no way he's
He-
fucking
he-
Oh, that's
he-
fucking not that
no,
fucking
who
weird.
cares about it? He went nuts.
Yeah. Like left New Japan to do absolutely nothing. You fucking bum.
No, he got
no.
no, he did do something. He got squashed by Dijak. That's what he did.
Wait, that's who?
Huh?
That's who got squashed?
Yeah, Dijak killed that guy. See?
She agrees.
She agrees.
He's a bum.
Next is going to be a Braun Breaker giving him a spear, and that's it. 2 seconds. Boom. But anyway, guys, AEW Revolution happened yesterday, and here I am doing take two with other people.
With your friends.
Yes, with my cool new friends.
And you are
I know,
our
right?
friends.
Yes, they're all our friends here, even the children that are watching with JP. We got friends all over. But anyway, guys, shall we get to it? This was Sting's final match ever, the proper retirement. We had a world title match.
Can you imagine if Undertaker did not get a good send off like that?
No, well, I wrote you guys in the group yesterday. Literally, my buddy had mentioned that WWE did for Sting the AEW did for Sting what WWE could not do for Undertaker.
They cannot do for anyone. They don't let people retire like this.
Yeah, I mean that's why I said at the beginning I was very surprised.
They could have with Ric Flair, but no, he decided he needed more money.
No,
Well,
but it's still that's true. But no, it's still what I had mentioned to Angel. Why I was surprised that the Bucks did what they did because it's the old guard.
Well, hold on. Before we start going about WWE, let's actually talk about.
Yeah, we're talking about AEW, not WWE.
AEW.
Even though I am WWE's number one fan, I just want to point that out.
Hey, you're Carl Anderson's number one fan. We gotta change that.
Yeah.
They just say that Revolution basically thumbs up for the pay-per-view from AEW. So
No,
Yeah.
this has been a while since I actually enjoyed AEW top to bottom, so this definitely was it.
Yeah, because the last pay-per-view was
World's End
Wasn't
was
it
awful.
World's End? Wasn't it World's End the last?
Yeah, it was World's End.
is that the one with MJF?
MJF losing to Joe.
Yeah, that event was not it.
Yeah,
I
Full
pity.
Gear, it was okay. Just Swerve and Hangman was like the only real good match, and then you had a cartoon half-hour Jay White MJF.
See, and that's the thing because that was such an outlier show, and it was concerning because AEW normally hits. Like that's what they're known for is their pay-per-views, the consistency, and that show
The Devil storyline exposed the main event scene.
awful.
There was no depth, and then you had Adam Cole and Jericho, which is an awful feud, and all of a sudden you got Cole go for the belt right after that, and then he gets hurt, and then no one benefited in MJF's title reign near the end except for Joe because he ended it.
Yeah, and I think that show was like a represented where AEW was at that point. Like I think everyone universally, even the AEW stance, had to agree. Like, yeah, man, AEW is not clicking right now. Like this is when WWE was coming up. Like people were loving WWE. And I was concerned because I'm not gonna lie, I stopped watching a lot of the wrestling, a lot of the weekly shows. So I was like, man. And then I went to a live Collision, and I was like, oh, this is rough because it had a lot of Ring Honor shit.
When Punk left, I've basically given up on Collision. I still record it every week, but It doesn't get
Yeah,
watched. I have like weeks because I have weeks of the tapings because they have a bunch of matches I would like to watch. I'm just I got other things to watch, more important things to watch.
Right. But
So
yeah,
this show brought me hype.
the weekly TVs they're hit and miss because
Yeah.
they plan everything right there, even though they didn't like it when Vince did it with Raw when he ripped the scripts half hour before going live.
That's a true statement right there. That's a true statement.
Yeah, it's Tori, by the way. I'm keeping track of PWA chat.
Oh, Tori Gold?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah. So and that's why I really feel like this show is a good indication that I think AEW is starting to move in the right direction. Because the shows have gotten, from what I hear, have gotten a little bit better. I mean, I haven't kept up with it that much, but
they got to keep it up Wednesday. So let's see how they follow it up.
If they have this momentum going forward, yeah, they'd be fine.
I'm gonna laugh at Big Business if the debut isn't Sasha Banks. It's fucking Jack Perry.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
No. Jack Perry's gonna be in Japan.
Jack Perry's too busy for the New Japan Cup right now, so I doubt.
Which, by the way, I feel like I'm an outlier. I kind of like his fucking promo. Like, if you didn't know it was Jack Perry and you just watched that promo, I was like, damn, that's I'm kind of excited for
I had to see the promo. Did you see what Shota said about Jack Perry though? Shota said that he's like, I'll be honest, I had no idea who Jack Perry was before he beat me up. But he's like, we're the same age, so hopefully we can have a rivalry for the next 10 or 20 years.
Hi to them. No, I mean it can't be any worse than freaking Tanahashi when it came out that Matt Riddle was gonna face him. And Tanahashi on the mic goes, I don't know who that was, but okay, sure.
I'm not a bitch.
Yeah, I have to go study this today.
So far, Sanaa had the best comment about Jeffrey. Like, I don't know who the fuck he is, and they give me him. Like, I'm coming down to your show, and you give me a guy I don't know. Disrespect.
That's true. Oh, right. That's right. He did fight him for Forbidden Door, yeah. But it was, yeah. But yeah, man, I think that this is good. This is a good indication for AEW. So, how do you want to go down and up or up and down?
Yeah, let's go 0 hour. Match one.
No. Do we have to? Do we have to?
Oh, did anyone watch?
No. Jay White needs to be studied.
All right, go ahead.
Briefly glance over Jay White. We don't care about the fucking 12-man bullshit. Satnam Singh Singh, I just want to say, is the absolute worst wrestler signed to a major promotion in any company right now.
Wait, worse than AEW wrestler? Because there's some female wrestlers in NXT that are pretty bad.
No, do you want to qualify? That's fine. Worst male wrestler signed to a legitimate professional wrestling company in the United States.
Wait, are you talking about
bad, but...
Are you talking about Omos?
No, I said Satnam Singh.
Satnam Singh, the big Indian dude.
Yes.
Worse than
the
Yeti.
Yeti. Okay, hold on a second. The Yeti was awesome. I don't want to hear no damn slander against the fucking Yeti. Okay, stop it.
Or Mantar.
Bro, literally, I'm about 2 weeks behind on Jim Cornette. I literally heard Jim Cornette say that they've gotten less. AEW have gotten less out of Satnam Singh than WCW got out of El Gigante.
Yeah, and John Gonzalez, hold on a second. That outfit was pretty sick back then. It was a good Attack on Titan fucking cosplay.
It was.
That's where he got the concept. Like, I must make a show out of you.
Exactly. So, can't hate on that now.
But Caster has been choking on his raps lately, and I feel like I don't know if it's a gimmick or if it's actually legit happening to him.
It's a gimmick. He has.
If it was legit, I would say maybe cut the mic for a bit.
Oh, in rap, yeah, he has what's called the yips. So in rap, when you up, you have the yips. So
that's what you're talking about. Because I saw you said something about he had the yips.
Yeah,
yep.
The yips. But
did you
Did he what?
Like, did he forget what he was gonna say, or like what the?
Yeah, he bumbled a line. He's like some bit, and then like he lost
like he was cooking, and then he stopped.
He wasn't cooking. He was like
he was starting to. Like, we got the.
He was lightly boiling.
Yeah, and then the gas turned off.
Yeah, and then the power on his electric stove cut off.
Yeah, fucking Anthony Bones had the same with scissoring.
I love him, bro. He has such bigger when he.
So who won that match?
The Bang Bang.
Jay White pinned.
That's right.
The Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
Did you hear his promo?
Yeah, about
Yeah.
calling out for the big
I liked it.
business.
I liked it.
It felt like it was a whole lot of nothing.
It was a lot of
He was just
nothing.
saying,
It was a lot of nothing, but it's better than what he's been doing. So I'm like, all right.
I mean, yeah, I guess he was like, I love Greensboro. It's one of my favorite cities. Like, no one says Greensboro is one of their favorite cities.
Oh no,
like,
he's
staying in WCW back in the day.
He's hyping up Sting's match. He's hyping up all these title matches. He's not hyping himself up.
bro. Babyface Jay White in AEW is worse than babyface MJF.
It is. It's worse than when he was an actual babyface.
Yeah, it's worse than when he literally was a literal babyface in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, and now, according to the scrum, he's going to fight Darby Allin at the Big Business.
I had said, I was like, when he called out, maybe I'm gonna have some big business mind. I was like, oh, that'd be cool if he's like the first loss or to that Okada or wins rather. Sorry.
Yeah.
Did you see Darby's reaction when he found out he was facing Jay White?
Yeah, in the post-fight press conference.
What?
He's like, no, literally, he comes into the press conference. For those who haven't seen it, he literally, hold on, what is this? Gainsborough.
It's like,
What?
Funny.
Parks and Rec.
Seriously.
No, but
Wait,
no,
who's the
literally,
invite?
he announces this match, and then Sting and Darby come out, and he literally looks to Darby after he shakes his hand because he gives Sting a big bro hug, like he always gives like his top guys. He shakes Darby's hand because he doesn't want to get any of Darby's blood on him. And then he's like, "Hey, I just announced your match." He's like, "What match?" He's like, "I'll tell you in a second." So then he finally tells him, he's like, "Yeah, about your match." He's like, "Yeah, what is this match?" And he's like, "Yeah, big business in Boston in 10 days. You're questionable because you fucking stabbed yourself. But what's it called? It's gonna be you versus Jay White." And he's like, "Oh wow, what? Okay."
No.
Said who?
He said
Who?
shit, and then he's
He's
like,
like, "Oh shit."
wow.
And they put over Jay White as like one of the best guys on the planet, and he's like, "I'd love to get in the ring and face him." And company man, rah rah.
Right. All right, now we can get to the main card. We can skip the other match.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Opening match was the TNT Championship with Christian Cage.
The best dad in the world.
You know what? Against Daniel Garcia.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, he inspires me to be a better dad.
Yep.
I looked in the mirror and I just went, "Fuck, I gotta be better. I gotta be like Chris." Like
Angel,
Christian.
be real. He just inspires you to get a hot MILF.
I mean,
Look, if it inspires him, it inspires him. That's just,
I mean,
we're not judging.
Anyways,
He ain't wrong.
Yeah, I think overall it was a good match.
It was
it was a solid opener.
Solid.
Garcia looked good. Obviously, Christian was going to retain, and he is still building up. I'm surprised there was no Edge at all.
I low-key thought that too, but
So, was there some segment where he told his friends don't come to the ring or something like that?
I don't.
that was Orange Cassidy.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
That was Orange Cassidy. Okay, that was Orange Cassidy. Okay. Whoa!
But fucking Magic Mike of all people is the one that makes
Magic Mike.
That
I
is
hate-
Mia. I know for a fact saying "fuck Darby." That is Mia. Shaking our head.
I love it. Hey, keep that energy. Why did she hate? Why do you hate Darby Allin?
According to our
He
conversation,
did a coffin drop on our dinner table. I don't know.
seriously, it's like, how dare he steal $20 from Matt Taven?
Yes.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right. Yeah, she is Matt Taven's favorite.
Ed was in the building
No, apparently
because.
Darby's a spot monkey. So
Oh, then yeah,
That's
the
awesome
Ed didn't
to
want
make
to
you
come
feel
out.
bad.
That's all.
Hey, but I was a little disappointed. Overall, I'm surprised how Garcia's getting over. He really is one of the popular younger guys. I really
hip thrusting, not stupid if you're Spanish, but he does a hip thrusting.
well
dance.
see because he can actually dance and you can't dance, Ethan.
It's
Don't
true.
be hating.
It's
Don't
true.
be hating.
But the AEW fans are simple-minded. They're just like, oh, you do something silly? Yay!
But it's true.
Sounds like jealousy there, sir.
No, I'm
Well,
saying
You can play that
Okay.
for a lot of places, though.
Okay, no, but I will say though that I would agree with that. But at the same time, they do like pay attention to the match, and there was a lot of back and forth with the crowd there. So
Danny Garcia is a good wrestler. To me, I think Tony Khan. I can't say he pushes him too much, but I feel like
No,
he gets
good.
overexposed to a certain degree. So it's just like,
No.
oh, all right, like And then on top of that, lately he was been doing really well. He got on a win streak, but before, he was just like, oh, he's just gonna lose. The
I
big
will
one.
say that him and Yuta was a little too much when they had that little series like years ago, though. But he's fine now. He is.
Yeah, both wrestlers are good, but just I don't need to see them every week. They're not guys that I aspire to like. Yeah, What's it called? Danny Garcia's in town. Let's go.
Danielson, I think Danielson helps Garcia.
If he was in my indie, I would for sure go because it's Danny Garcia. But to see him on TV every week,
Yeah.
But he's a good talent.
I'd rather see more every week.
But you know what? I will say I was disappointed. I was expecting. I did enjoy the hip thrust move, like when he was on a turnbuckle. I thought it was gonna be more of that, but it was just like 3 hip thrusts.
Yeah, fuck Christian's face with your fucking crotch.
Yeah,
that'll get you over, pal.
It did. People loved it.
Yeah, everybody loved it.
Yeah, they loved it.
It worked.
Yeah, but to AEW crowd, I mean, Orange Cassidy could just take a dump in the ring and they would fucking chant, "This is awesome."
You still hate? Are you still hating on fucking?
No, I'm spitting facts. It could be anybody.
No, you're not.
Yeah, bro.
Whatever. Next
Take
match.
a popular wrestler.
Okay, overall, hey, so who's Christian gonna fight now? Is it gonna be Edge?
I want Edge and Christian to be over for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's probably gonna be Edge. So,
bro, all they're gonna do is book. All they're gonna book them in like some fucking crazy steel cage match, and then the following week they'll book them in a normal singles match.
Wait.
Who he's gonna fight now? I don't know.
Who else has a dead dad?
Who else has a dead father?
I'm not wishing Tony Khan's father passes away anytime soon, but the day that happens,
I mean, Sting currently has a dead father, but he retired.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Freaking Santana had a dead father, and
he got released.
He's gone.
He got released. No, he didn't get released. His contract ended.
Karen said, "Fucking Dirty Dom. He'll go to WWE and back to WWE and fucking feud with fucking Dirty Doms."
Wait, so
so
for my benefit, why was there that tall, beautiful woman there? I mean, beautiful, I guess it's a stretch, but very good looking.
It's Nick Wayne's mom, bro. Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I waited for so long.
They made her a TV character.
Is she? Is this one of the first instances of a mother and son scenario? Like I'm trying to remember who was the last outside of your
Bagwells,
Bagwell. I mean, but like
Shelton Benjamin's mama.
Shelton Benjamin, right?
Oh, Beaver Cleavage. What are you guys talking about?
Stop it.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
no.
that's fair. Okay, so there's been other instances of this.
Fucking stop it.
Beaver
Awful.
Wow, what a fucking wow! You pulled that out of your ass. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
What's the next
McMahon, sure.
Well, yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Anyway, next match. The Continental title.
Stars.
We're doing stars. Okay.
Sure, why not?
Always do it.
3.5.
69 stars because
Because the Facebook.
Because the milk. Of course, that works.
Oh, Trember's mom. Duh.
There we go.
Yeah, that works.
I forgot all about her.
Forgot about it.
Sue.
No, they care about the minivan, not the mom. Now, Continental Championship, Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson.
The first great match of the night on the card.
Yes, definitely. I really liked it.
I saw something on Twitter that definitely made a lot of sense. It said it took Bryan Danielson's facial expressions in each of the 3 matches. The first match, Bryan Danielson was laughing. He was jovial. He didn't take Eddie Kingston seriously because he thought Eddie Kingston was trash and he beat him. The second time, he took him even less serious and he would look like he didn't give a shit. He wasn't there. He's just like, whatever. And he got upset. The third time, his face the entire time, his demeanor the whole time was very serious. It was very focused, laser focused, because he knew that fucking Eddie Kingston had something there. Because in the second match, he didn't take him seriously, but he did almost beat him a couple times during that match. So the third time, he was laser focused, laser serious. He became easily frustrated when he started doing his big moves and nothing would come out of them. He'd only get 2 counts, and he ended up losing because Eddie Kingston's heart prevailed in that circumstance. And I thought that they mentioned that that's great storytelling. If it's hard to look into that from that perspective, that immediate, but when you have a breakdown like that, I would concur that is really good storytelling among the principle of just what also Nigel in particular. I loved his comments at the end of the match. After Bryan Danielson lost, he specifically said, he's like, oh, if Bryan Danielson does not shake Eddie Kingston's hand, he's spitting on everything that Ring of Honor was. Because Ring of Honor is built on the handshake, and he's a founding father of Ring of Honor. And I thought that was also great storytelling into talking about the principle and the significance of the handshake, seeing as Eddie Kingston is the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. So I thought that was masterfully done from that part, as well as that fan's idea in terms of how they laid out that storytelling.
Oh, that was very deep. Look at that.
Yeah. Look at you, Ethan. Look at you. Look at you, all that insight.
Every now and then you surprise me with some of your insight.
Hey, I don't just look at
often.
I don't always look at Twitter just for porn. Good stuff from it. Good content.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think see, this is what I'm talking about when it comes like simple storylines. Like I think AEW sometimes get lost, like with either having you booking it by week or just doing this over convoluted bullshit, like with the devil and all that. Like it's just a simple, you don't respect me, you call me a bum, I'm the king of bums, I'm gonna make you respect me.
It's just a matter of respect. That's all that matters to Eddie Kingston.
Simple as that.
It is. But that's pro wrestling at its best. A legitimate, realistic disagreement that you can turn into a significant storyline. Mm-hmm. That's all. It doesn't have to always be about, like, oh, you're not my friend anymore and it makes me sad. And it doesn't have to be the extreme of you fuck my bitch. How dare you fuck my bitch? Like, no, like this is realistic, between two men that you can legitimately see have a conflict. And that's pro wrestling at its best.
Yeah, for Eddie Kingston, it's more like a redemption thing because people did look down on him when he started. And
everyone did. Yeah,
everyone did. Him now, so now he's showing what he actually can do, when he's actually serious, and not, as I say, mope around or not really.
I'm not the biggest fan of Eddie Kingston's moveset because it is throwback retro 90s. But his storytelling is among the best in AEW.
Hold on.
Get him, Matt. Get him, Matt.
I don't mind him doing like the Kings Row type of style. The problem is the people he does it with doesn't really communicate well. Like people like Brody or something like that. People who haven't worked Japan or think they know what Japan is when it's really not. But you have someone like Bryan Danielson who has been there for quite a while, whether it's like Noah or New Japan, and he actually does a style to make Eddie look good in it.
And he's also a student of the game. Like people will watch People will watch Japanese wrestling and marvel at it because of how awesome it is, but they're not meticulously breaking it down from a match psychology standpoint. And that's one of the biggest things. It's not just slamming somebody on their head. There is a psychology to build to that crescendo of slamming somebody on their head.
So that's why I say American style doesn't always adapt in Japan and vice versa. If you find the right people, sure. But if you just do it to a random person who has no idea what it's about, it's not going to look good. And we have seen that. Mm-hmm. So, and with someone dancing, it fucking works.
And Eddie's been working out too. I think he's been working out with what's his name?
I guess some cardio.
Cesar Bononi, I think his name is.
Cesar Bononi. Oh well, yeah. Well, I mean, you've seen Cesar at our ARW shows. He's fucking massive, and he's in good shape. He's not a great wrestler, but I mean, he looks the part at least.
There you go. Yeah, and like I said, I think it also helps that both of them are wrestling nerds, and like they know how to put on good matches. They know about the simple stuff, it's like trying to get emotion from the crowd. They know about what spots to do. It's not just spots just to do spots.
And they took their time with selling. Like you actually feel like the pain. Yeah, that rare thing we see from time to time.
Yeah,
they sold the injury. They were selling like exhausted.
Yeah, Eddie Kingston literally had a limp wrist for like half the match. Limp wrist, doing everything with his left hand.
Yes,
until his wrist. Bryan Danielson's always been one of the kings of selling in our new generation, this current generation. So,
hell, they even freaking like when Danielson went to lift his arm, he was like, "Oh, I'm hurting. Hold on, let me go to the other one."
Post-match. Yeah.
Eddie reminds me of early Kevin Owens Kevin Steen. Thank you.
See, good lord.
Thank you.
I think you mean Kevin Steen. And even NXT. I would say Kevin Owens and NXT had that same energy. This is why. Like I even said, I remember when I saw him and Samoa Joe face off, I'm like, oh my god, this would be amazing. And
they only had one match. It was a DQ.
Yeah. Anyways,
and never again, because Kenta got injured, so that ruined Kevin's plan there. Like, well, Finn's red hot right now, so I guess we gotta give it to him. for a rematch. Sorry, Joe. So they okay, sure.
So how do you guys feel about the triple championship? Is it because it's like, to me it's working for me. I don't know if it's gonna work once he loses the belts, but
It's the whole thing. They do sell it as the whole kit and caboodle from that perspective.
Yeah.
I'm not even.
I think it depends who he's fighting, because you got Gabe Kidd, who's probably gonna get that rematch. He wants the New Japan Strong title. He doesn't care about the other 2 belts, so he already made that.
It's funny because they had asked. It's interesting how they're going to put this into Ring of Honor TV, because one of the questions that Tony was asked during the press conference was, "Hey, now that Eddie Kingston has prevailed over Bryan Danielson, are we going to see him in Ring of Honor television?" He hasn't appeared on there since December of 2023, and they're saying
None of the champions have been there for weeks. Except for Athena.
And that's why Athena, legitimately, I will back that and agree with that Athena is the workhorse and the woman, the wrestler carrying Ring of Honor, because literally none of the champions have appeared. Tag team champions has been at the time I saw this last week, had been 4 weeks. The 6-man champions had been like 6 weeks. What's it called? The world champion had been like 9 weeks.
And Yuta's been out for
champion 7 weeks.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell happened to Yuta.
I think he's hurt.
He's hurt.
What's the damn belt?
Yeah, no, I mean, that makes complete sense, because when I went to one of the longest wrestling shows I've ever been to, it was a Collision Ring of Honor thing, and it was, they did Collision for a little bit, and it was a whole Ring of Honor. Oh my goodness, did those matches go long? It was like 4 hours or 5 hours of just Ring of Honor stuff taping, and
I don't know why they don't just move it over to Orlando like they did. They did it at the Impact Zone the first couple times. It worked. There was always a crowd. There was never an empty seat when we went to the Ring of Honor taping last year.
They did 5 mediocre women's matches.
I think it might save Tony Khan some money. That's probably why he didn't do it.
I don't know what's saving you more money, fucking having them fly to your town and putting them up in like more expensive hotels, or sending them to Impact and have them stay at like the DoubleTree across the street.
But now he has Collision on Saturdays. You gotta realize he did that before he has Collision.
Yeah, because he had.
But to Angel's point, you're literally making fans sit through 6 hours of mediocre wrestling when it's all said and done. There's an audience. If you bring it to Orlando, I can tell you right now, there is an audience for people that are like, oh, once a month, you have 4 hours of Ring of Honor tapings. You know what you're going to expect. The tickets are cheap. You just go and you enjoy it.
I get what you're saying, but the flip of the coin is you're choosing also to stay there for the long ass 6 hours.
And their ticket prices are already crazy enough. So I was just going to buy a ticket for an ROH TV.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're prioritizing putting Ring of Honor in these like, oh, we're live in Charleston, South Carolina at the Greensboro Coliseum or whatever the fuck. I know I'm wrong times. I'm just giving an example, right?
Yeah.
Saying Ring of Honor in X big NBA arena versus saying like, oh, Ring of Honor in Orlando, Florida, and it's like a studio with like 200 people. At least you have 200 people tightly packed together that are chanting and are there the whole time for the most part, versus you being in a big NBA seat arena, and then by the time you record, like half of your already 2,000 fans that you try to put inside of a 20,000 seat arena are gone. So you have like damn near the same amount, and it sounds worse. So I've never been a proponent of that. I've always been a proponent of having it done in the studio, and not just specifically so I can go watch it, because I would go and buy tickets and watch it every month, assuming that I can do that. But it's just the principle of the ambiance. I think the ambiance fits more for that studio type at this stage with the way Ring of Honor is.
To be perfect, I even forgot they had a TV show. When I guess I was at the taping and I didn't know it was a TV show. It was just like the whole bunch of Ring of Honor matches. I'm like, okay. Outside of the Danielson Cesaro, I said Cesaro. My bad.
Claudio.
You know what? Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave now. This is embarrassing. As a W, you know what? I am W. Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
I removed you for 2 seconds.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. No, I deserve that. I mean, I am W's #1 fan. This very common.
Yeah, so I go by Cesaro. Thank you.
To whoever wrote this point, Ring of Honor could tape at Daly's Place. You can't, because they actually use Daly's Place for concerts. I get weekly updates from Daly's Place, like emails, like what's at Daly's Place this week, this month, and you'll have like concerts and stuff booked throughout. So they can't do it at Daly's Place to that degree.
Right. So what grade?
Here's the question: What's next for Bryan Danielson?
whatever his next dream match is.
Yeah.
Basically, he's
Mexico.
Sting is gone. Now the clock is on Bryan Danielson. Now Bryan Danielson.
He's got to all in. He's got
Yo,
He's at the halfway point of his
he's got
retirement.
till September.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So I forget where I think I've heard his Voices of Wrestling. He one of his dream matches is I can't remember his name, but there's an older wrestler in CMLL, and he's always wanted to do like a mask versus hair match.
Blue Panther.
Yep, there you go, Blue Panther.
There
Yeah,
we go.
yeah,
so that's been his.
Yeah.
there's
So
an
that'll
event
probably
coming
be-
up. I think
I wouldn't
isn't
surprise if that's on Forbidden Door. But
there?
I
Isn't
thought
there
of
an 8-man tag coming up?
See what?
Don't they have an 8-man tag coming up at CMLL?
Yeah,
Yeah,
at the near the end of the month. Yeah.
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 um
fine over there, but
things.
be too
Two
early.
things. One,
Okay.
Okada for Double or Nothing.
Hmm.
Rubber match. Two, I have a question, Angel, as I think probably the most knowledgeable of the four of us with Mexican wrestling.
Hey, happy birthday!
Okay, now you got balloons. Look at you.
But, oh yeah. Could AEW? It's only because I'm on my MacBook. That's why. Could AEW run the Arena Mexico?
No.
They cannot.
No one runs Arena Mexico. Only CML. They
I was
own
gonna say,
it,
I've never heard
and
anyone else
they
run
use it, and they use it Monday. It's like Monday, Tuesdays. It's either Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays for sure, and then there might be like a Saturday show, or no, there's a Sunday show. So it's like every other day there's a CML show,
Mm-hmm.
and it's strictly only CML because that it's successful as it is because it's an attraction, it's a tourist attraction. So
Well, it's more like the territory.
yeah, and the thing is, it's smart for them because they own the building, so they're fucking just making money out the fucking ass. That's actually
but they already paid it off by now. It's been like what 100 years since they've been around almost.
they're the oldest wrestling promotion.
113 years. Was that
Yep.
something along those lines? Anyway, okay. Stars.
4.5.
Oh shit!
What'd you say, Angel?
Oh shit! No, I'm trying to think of fucking stars.
Yeah,
Yeah, 4.5, sure.
yeah, I think 4.5.
In any other show, this probably would have been match of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
I give
I'd
it 4. I give it 4.5 stars.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry,
So we're
Sophia-
in agreement.
Sophia's literally about to jump off the fucking chair. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're all good.
Oh, she's pulling a Darby Allin.
Oh, that's what we
At
did.
1, too early for that. Too early.
Next match, the 8-man scramble. Wardlow, Brian Cage, Chris Jericho, Dante Martin, Hook, Lance Archer, Magnus, and Willie Hobbs.
There are two facts to this. It was a fun match. Who cares?
Wait, what do you mean, who cares? Is no more contender? Or
No one
sorry, not
cares.
no more contender. A
The
future.
result was obvious, and no one cared. It was just an excuse to pay these guys.
But you know what though?
All it was.
But you know what? Sometimes doing what's obvious is okay.
I'm not saying. Well, Wardlow, meh.
But I had the gripe I had was you have Magnus from CMLL in there. I'm like, I was telling that thing Matt and Ethan.
That's
Like,
the fact,
you
like he
you could've put
really
Brian
didn't
Cage
get
or-
hyped up. Like, oh shit, 20 people lost their visas. Get me this guy. Like I probably
And
could
Magnus
be
is
like,
fine.
like it probably could have been like Hachihiro, but I think he's one of the people that got.
But
votes.
like
Yeah.
like Matt said, I was like saying you could have put like Brian Keith, or Matt said you could have put Malachi Black. I'm like,
Yeah. Jay
Really?
White. We talked about Jay White.
Yeah.
Jay White would have been a great in the spot.
Yeah. No, this would have been fine for him. But it looks like it's gonna be Joe and Wardlow with obviously probably for Dynasty, if we're being honest. So there's no way they're gonna do is like Double or Nothing.
Yeah. You know what? I'll say that I think this kind of showed the card of who's gonna win the heavyweight championship match. When it was Wardlow, I'm like, yeah, Wardlow versus Samoa Joe. That'll be a good match. For
Yeah,
sure.
because they were mediocre the last time, so I'm hoping it's different now for the world.
I think so. I think so. I think. I mean, I haven't like. I mean, Wardlow did his job. He didn't look like the meat. The meat guys did their jobs. The mini
Yeah.
meats.
Pause that. Pause that.
It
Pause
was
that. Pause that.
super pause. Now you know what? No pause at all. I meant that. Fuck
Yes,
that.
all
Yeah,
the
no.
meats.
All meats. I want all the meats. I want all the meats. Yeah, you know, but yeah, no, like I I think Wardlow did a decent job. I mean, I didn't see why Jericho was in there. It's just, I don't know. I guess because I'm a Jericho hater now, I guess. Or I've been a Jericho hater for a minute, but I guess no one contender match.
It's more of with the people like not originally in the meat thing. It didn't feel like, oh, these are your main eventers, like not Dante Martin, not Magnus, Archer's on and off.
No.
Cage.
Yeah, you came out with Jake, dude. Please stop with Jake.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
There's no benefit. As a
No,
Tony
no.
could book legends when they're working, not managers.
I think him on the media
Tony
screen.
Blanchard's is like they just don't. They didn't do anything.
Literally, they asked Sting, would you want to come back as a manager? He's like, no. He's like, I'll talk with Tony, but no. And in my head, I was like, yeah, because he sees all the fucking inept managers that he books that are all legends. He's like, yeah, you're not gonna fuck me up that way.
But how you gonna bring him back into AEW, like for the office capacity?
Maybe they'll finally do a GM thing.
No, you don't
know.
Please don't do that. There's no need for a GM.
I see, baby.
No, not. Yeah, no.
Okay.
But you know what? And but again, I think this match would have been better just keeping meats. Just having a meat.
Yeah, but you know,
the next match.
He booked 2 people that were injured.
Yeah, exactly. And which, by the way, freaking Miro, go back to WWE. This dude.
He won't let him. He won't let him.
They should because he just
punch Sammy.
I got the next match for Meat Madness.
Uh-oh.
Giant meat on a pole match.
No, get out.
Fuck up. Shut
Hold
the
on.
fuck up.
Get him out. Get him out.
Get out of here.
Now he's out. Get out of here.
Oh,
All
you're
right,
terrible.
Russo.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck yeah, dude. But yeah, no, I mean, like I said, overall, I think it was a decent match. I mean, it's like a solid 3.5 star match. Like it was enjoyable. A lot of weird spots, but not something I'm gonna remember at all.
2.5. It's just in the middle for me.
You know, I say 3. I'll give it 3. 3.5 seems.
Yeah, like it was a clusterfuck. You knew what was gonna happen.
It's better than Joey Janela's
the out of them, the right person won. Hopefully this rebuilds Wardlow.
Bro, and I just want to say, Dante Fox, what the fuck happened? Remember when him and his brother were like the hottest thing, and now the dude can't even do
And
like.
when one comes back, the other one gets injured. I'm surprised they're together, active right now.
You know, I was saying this in the group a while back, and no one ever responded to me. But they got a bunch of tag teams I think would be great for Ring of Honor, specifically Private Party, specifically Top Flight. Like, I don't need to see these guys on AEW right now, but send them to Ring of Honor. Let them fucking get reps. Let them do their high spots. You know, let them be fodder, but let them have good matches, especially Top Flight in particular. Because when I was at those TV tapings here in Orlando, they had a feud with Top Flight versus the Kingdom, and it ended. Their blow off match was, I think, a tables match. So they could revisit that to some capacity as well. But my point is, you got a bunch of tag teams, right, that are just mid. So if you got a bunch of mid tag teams, rather than clog up your show with
and they're not TV
matter,
ready.
let them go to Ring of Honor, let them be in something that may matter to that audience, and let them get their reps. And then, you know, if you see that they're building a following, they're getting over, then you could bring them back up because they're still part of the AEW roster. You know,
might change a little bit now with we'll probably get to it later, but
we'll see. Yeah. I'm hoping with the tag titles that they can establish who's going to be their actual teams.
Maybe we'll get a tag team Continental Classic. Who knows?
Well, yeah, there's supposed to be like a March Madness type of thing.
Yeah, I can see it.
I didn't get to make this point earlier when we talked about Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson, but to be honest, and I'm not shading Orange Cassidy when I say this, but his title was just, I felt like it was literally just to put a belt on fucking Tony Khan's favorite wrestler. Because in my opinion, the Continental belt and the International title damn near do the exact same things, in my opinion. So, in my opinion, I've always said that they should just unify them. Let it be the Continental title, have it be defended, you know, wherever. And then the International title, in theory, it's supposed to be, you know, defended internationally. Like, it's supposed to be, you go to Rev Pro, you go to CMLL, you go to New Japan, and you defend that title. But for what, they're not doing that right now as it is. So you might as well just combine the two titles, let it be a uniform title, and then move on with it. One of the biggest critiques that people have on AEW is that everybody gets a belt. You know what I mean? So that's my sense.
Yeah, yes and no. I will say I don't know the name of the belts. Now that you brought it up, I'm like,
And that's a good sign?
Huh?
You think that's a good thing?
I don't watch the weekly stuff, so I can't tell you, to be honest. Wait, so which one does Cassidy have? He has the one where he goes to different promotions?
International.
The international title.
That was the original concept of it.
Yeah.
That's the original
See,
concept.
I think they should go back to that then. They should put on someone who actually goes a different. Like Pac would be a great person. Put it on Pac.
He was the first,
Pac
and then
he got injured. But Pac did that though. Pac defended the title regularly in Rev Pro. Orange Cassidy, to his credit, 2 weeks ago he was in Rev Pro because he was in town for promotional stuff for All In, and he went on the Rev Pro pay-per-view and he defended the belt in like some bullshit 6-man scramble. But he still did.
It was an 8-man scramble.
Even better. Thank you, JP.
What was the difference?
2 other fucking meat men. But no, you know what I mean? Like that's the first. Isn't that the first time one of the like less than a handful of times that OC has defended the title outside of North America?
Probably.
Yeah, that was the only time. Yeah.
Probably.
It's the only time. You're not doing the purpose of the belt. It's just literally you have a prop belt. And I understand the principle of like belts being props, but it is the most prop belt that AEW has.
So what's the secondary one then? Now I'm thinking about what is the secondary belt? Is it Eddie Kingston's triple crown?
It's the TNT belt.
Oh shit! Who has the TNT belt?
Christian.
Oh right. Oh shit.
Angel's living up to the WWE #1 fan gimmick right now.
Yeah, I really am. I don't watch the weekly stuff because I Raw and SmackDown take up my whole day. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, you know.
You watch more than me then.
Yeah. Anyway, but
I can only watch like an hour. It's like, all right, I'm going to bed. Watch the replays. Is there anything worth watching after?
No, I still watch Dynamite religiously, more or less, every week, unless we're not recording Matt. Basically, that's it.
Yeah. Basically, it's for Dynamite is how long can I test my patience?
I'll watch. No, I have my phone. I do other shit besides fucking sit there and give the bullshit any like real significant care. But
let's move on. Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy, international title. Roderick Strong actually wins a belt.
Yeah,
that's the best he's looked in
years.
And I was very, very, very surprised it was clean because they literally brought up. To Angel's point that he mentioned earlier. They brought up he asked best friends not to come to ringside, right? So when he said that, I'm like, oh, okay, for sure. Then they're gonna the Undisputed Kingdom's gonna interfere. They're gonna screw over Orange Cassidy. No, Roderick Strong beat Orange Cassidy clean as a whistle in the center of the ring.
Yeah,
it was very surprising, but it was welcome. I appreciated the shit out of it. But
Undisputed Kingdom has to win shit because they've been like very geeky mid card faction right now.
They replaced Dark Order.
Yeah, they replaced Dark Order. It's fucking Retribution from the COVID era of the movies.
In effect, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just hopefully this gets somewhere because Roderick was a fucking geek for like months.
For sure. And this match, he came up. This is the Roderick Strong I grew up loving in Ring of Honor. Like this is the dude. I'm like, yes, this is because he went to NXT. I don't know. He was kind of doing some.
He was hit and miss.
So nasty.
Yeah.
Anything not with the North American belt, he was a dud.
We had what we thought was the spot of the night with the turnbuckle backbreaker before we were proven wrong.
Yeah.
No, for sure. No. If this is a Roderick Strong that we're gonna be getting for the matches and none of this geek shit, dude, I'm all for it.
I hope he drops that though. But if he's doing back and forth, then
I highly doubt. I think the buildups for all of his shit are going to be geeky and lame as fuck.
No.
I think they're going to be like tremendous. But it's always gonna take it down a notch because you just watch 4, 5, 6 weeks of fucking stupid geek of the week bullshit, and then you get an incredible match. It doesn't hit the same. I had very low expectations coming into this fight because of how much of an idiot that the Undisputed Kingdom has looked over these last few weeks. And I was impressed and I was happy that I was, I got something really good out of it. I thought it was a really solid match, but
yeah, I will give them until Dynasty to see how their momentum's going to be because right now they're just waiting for MJF to come back, and you got to figure out what's going to happen to them after. If they're going to break up after MJF comes back and beats Cole, then it was a waste of time. There was like a big waste of a year build-up.
Yeah.
Come back.
So at least it looks like there's a storyline happening with him and Kyle O'Reilly. He showed
Yeah,
up.
it's also very, 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 very welcome.
I'm curious about that.
Kyle O'Reilly,
awful.
admittedly, did look pretty damn awful. He looked like he's been through some shit.
He's
bro.
been through hell, is what happened.
He looks like he's been through
I
shit.
feel like it's going to be a retirement tease because no way he would say no or yes to join the Undisputed Kingdom and then cry right after. Like I feel like something.
No, he was
He's,
crying
uh,
because he was.
No,
happy.
he was very emotional. That the crowd was like yelling "Welcome back," and they just welcome
But
him
I
back
think
with their arm.
it felt like sad though when he did it. Like there's more to it.
Perhaps I didn't get that feeling. I'm not negating your thought, Matt. I didn't get
Yeah.
that.
Well, they asked him backstage about Kyle O'Reilly, and they just didn't really make much of a comment. So
Yeah, Tony said he's like really happy to have really happy to have Kyle O'Reilly back. You know, people forget that Kyle O'Reilly was literally fighting for the belt against John Moxley less than 2 years ago in a great match. So, you know, he had his struggles and he felt that, you know, he was happy to have him back.
And
So
Bobby Fish can stay away.
Yeah, no, he is. Yeah.
oh no, he
Wait,
just has
Bobby
he just has
Fish is
to
an
our local indie promotion over here.
That's it. Just don't come back.
where's he? MLW?
AEW
down here
and
in Florida.
ALW, Atomic Legacy Wrestling.
yeah, hell, Kyle O'Reilly told them he's your headache now. I don't want to do Red Dragon anymore.
Yeah.
Basically.
No, and that's okay though because unlike a lot of other established tag teams, Kyle O'Reilly had a really successful singles career.
Yeah, I
Dragon.
don't even be in tag team anymore for a while.
Yeah, no, yeah, say it. And that's why I kind of like that he didn't put on the shirt. It was just kind of like he said some shit and he was like, you know, cool, we'll see what happens. So it makes me interested to see what happens. Maybe take him away from this Kingdom bullshit, whatever.
I think what's it called? They're gonna build for him versus Roddy. And I think
for sure, yeah.
It's gonna be a super slow burn where he's not part of Undisputed Kingdom, but he's gonna be like with them or helping them in like accidental or unintentional ways.
So double or nothing.
I don't even think that. I think they'll prolong it to. I could see them potentially prolonging it until All In or All Out. But as I say that, I think to myself, it's Tony Khan. Probably not. You're right.
We'll
Probably
see.
not.
Wait,
I gave it like a 3.5.
I gave it 3 3/4 because that was a pretty good match. So
I'll give 4. I mean, it's just simply because this is the Roderick Strong that I've been waiting to see. I didn't think he had it in him.
the last time I saw this Roderick Strong was what, Ring of Honor before he split.
Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor,
WWE.
No, I would say the best of NXT. His best in NXT looked awfully close to this. I'll agree with you, JP. 3 3/4.
Okay. Moving on. Tag team match. Blackpool Combat Club. Claudio and John Moxley against FTR.
I was shocked when I saw the statistic on Twitter today. John Moxley has only bled twice in the last 9 months on AEW television.
Exactly. Yes.
It's on the
Shocked.
calm down.
Literally shocked. Because it's not, and let's rephrase that. He has not bled less than twice in all of wrestling. Because he bled in New Japan. He bleeds in GC, or not GCW, one of the other indies that he's been a part of. He bled in there. So he bleeds. He just hasn't bled shockingly on AEW television.
They probably told him to calm that
He
shit
loves to
down.
bleed.
Yeah, stop it. You'll get fined.
That's Bryan Danielson. Stop bleeding or I'll fine you.
Yes. He's like, shit, I can't afford that.
Yeah, the Blackpool Combat Club came out dressed as the Road Warriors. So nice
Very
little-
surprised
That's
that
cool.
that BCC actually won. Really surprised. With that.
I mean, I'm not that surprised.
But
People
I-
complain they're sick of seeing John Moxley win. He's the franchise.
I've never said that. I never said I'm sick of seeing John Moxley and Claudio win. I'm sick of seeing FTR lose
What do you mean? How often did they lose?
pretty often.
They didn't get pinned or he
Hold on.
didn't tap. So
Well, Dax loses. Let's be fair. Dax loses every single match.
Was it you, Matt, that said?
Well, yeah, because he's a tag team specialist.
I know that's why. I mean, that's why he's surprised that FTR lost, but they didn't tap. Thankfully, it was a knockout.
Well, okay, so remind me again. So who won the last fight? The last match before this one was it FTR or no? It was a tie.
It was a tie, and
It was a
then
time
beat
of the draw.
Dax.
And then before then,
They lost.
Moxley beat Dax same way, basically.
okay,
And didn't
so-
Claudio beat Cash?
I don't think they had a singles match.
And didn't have a singles match?
Yeah, Cash has not. Cash's last singles match was when he lost to Dax.
Was it you, Matt, or was it you, JP, that said that you think they lost because of Cash going to court? For his
That's
I
me.
didn't-
I said that.
I was saying, like, what gun?
Because he has that
That's
quarter
it.
piece coming up.
Yeah, I agree with that. Fucking Brian Last, for all the people talk shit about Cornette and Last had a great point. You'd be like, what gun?
Well, since they lost, I was like, oh, that gun. Shit.
I don't know how they got there.
Just
Plausible
kinda-
deniability, but
But
no.
does this really hurt FTR in a tag title hunt? Probably not.
No, and keep in mind, there's going to be a tournament now for tag teams, and I guarantee you, they're going to meet each other.
That could be the
And-
finals for all we know.
Yeah. I
That probably
think that,
will be.
Mm.
Or they'll
Well,
fight.
who do
Or
you
they'll
have
fight.
then?
They'll fight in the same block, probably.
Who do you have, Ethan?
I'd have to see the teams. But I mean, honestly, the way that this is set up, it literally is set up for Mox and Claudio to go on to the tag team hunt. Really is.
Yeah.
Either that or no, it depends on what they want to do because Mox and Claudio are heels in essence. They're tweeners, but in essence, they're playing more heels right now. Does it set them up to with them and the Bucks maybe? And then since the Bucks are full blown heels, because I definitely see the Bucks going far in this tournament.
That's the thing. I don't know if they need the belts.
Of course, they don't need the belts, but come on.
No, I think they'll get over more as the EVP gimmick without the need of the tag team belts. They focus more on marquee matches.
You know what would be interesting if they really lean into the EVP. I mean, we're skipping ahead a little bit, but it'd be interesting if they lean into the EVP thing and do like kind of like what Vince did with like a corporation. Imagine if they had like a corporation type of thing, and they had like other fucking California kids in their like EVP gimmick crew, and they end up like trying to like politic through other people.
But if you look at his crew, it's just like no one's gonna take that seriously.
yeah, exactly. I'm saying
Yeah, Brandon
like
Cutler and Cole Cabana,
Cabana.
maybe Dark Order. Like no,
No, we're good. We don't need that.
just keep it just them two.
But going back to the match, the only probably thing that's maybe a tad bit
yeah.
surprising was FTR lost at their hometown. That's it. That's
Yeah.
the only little surprising part.
Overall,
Yeah.
it was a really good match. I mean, Dax took a really bad spill though for a second there. I thought he really did mess up his shoulder.
It looked at like, geez,
I missed the spot where he got busted open. Apparently, he got his head hit into one of the spikes on the shoulder pads. Was that it? I heard.
maybe
I missed that spot. I was busy doing my bed.
Shame.
Hogan rules.
Hogan rule.
Okay.
All right. Already. then.
Yes. Okay.
Sure, why
hey,
not?
Hey, the
Alright.
guy's name is Black Mass 666. So,
I appreciate
regardless,
it.
random fellow, hello, welcome to the special edition of Otaku Cafe Secret Menu.
Yep. Welcome to the secret menu.
But I love the name, by the way.
No, it was still
Thank you.
it was still a good
So
match.
hold on. So if you think about it, we really didn't talk much about the match. Okay, so I feel like I'm on an outlier here. I thought the match was good, but I was like, oh yeah.
It was what you expected.
It took a while for it to like gain momentum.
Yeah,
Like, three-way?
I was kind of bored. I'm not gonna lie. Part of me was just
Yeah.
bored. I was like, okay,
You were
cool.
talking about the tag match still.
Yeah, it was a solid match. I thought it was everything that you would really expect. I didn't expect anything to be too super crazy. I don't think they have the same chemistry. Like, for example, like FTR and Bullet Club Gold had during that stretch. I think it's a different level of chemistry. It's not as crisp, but nothing bad about the match. Very hard hitting. I always said I was saying this during the match, but I genuinely think Dax has like top 5 chop maybe in the business. Easily to me, like it was, it was hard hitting. It was what you expect from that type of match, and I had no complaints over it.
I would give it like a 3.25 because it got the slow beginning for being
3.5.
like not. Okay, that's fair.
3.5 is fine.
I'll get 3.5. Yeah, that's fine.
What's up, fellas? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? We're doing all right. We're going through this card, and now the women's world title match: Timeless Tony Storm and
Angel's
Deanna
favorite
Purrazzo.
segment.
Favorite match, Angel. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. That was a good match, and by good match, I'm talking about the 1, 2, 3. Because I fucking fast forwarded this fucking shit so fucking fast.
He put that in the chat. He put that in the chat, and I was working. I just bursted out laughing the moment he put that.
I did not like that.
Listen, I'm not the only one that feels this way. From what I understand, the crowd was the quietest during that match.
The crowd was interesting. It was a good crowd as a whole, especially compared to prior pay-per-views. It was a really good crowd. However, in multiple matches, it wasn't just that match. It wasn't that match, but not just in that match. There would go through stretches, and specifically, this is during Takeshita and Ospreay. I also heard it. When I first, I was like, it's just the women's match. But when I heard it, the same thing. They would go, what's it called? The levels for the match would be very high and very low. You'd either have them saying, holy shit, this is fucking awesome, or you could hear a pin drop. There were even stretches during Ospreay and Takeshita, as we'll get to, where you did hear the pin drop. And then they would do something really crazy, and then they would elevate right back up.
Well, for those that actually watched the match, was there any points where they actually got excited? Because from what I understand, there was no point at all. Like maybe one or two instances.
I
was doing a little bit of schoolwork.
I was gonna say we need to have a conversation about Timeless Tony Storm. Great gimmick, but it's not translated well in the ring.
It doesn't translate well in the ring, but I found it hilarious. Somebody at one of the WWE shills wrote this, but it made sense and it made me laugh. It was literally, okay, so Toni Storm leaves WWE because she doesn't want to do a bullshit gimmick, goes to AEW, embraces doing a bullshit gimmick, and she gets over.
But there's a massive difference though, because in this one, this is like something that Cheat chose from understand. This is her idea and all that. In WWE,
I thought it was Tony's. Tony gave
it was like from what I understand, both of them were like, hey, this is kind of pitch thing. While WWE, it was kind of like, whatever. Like, what was her gimmick in WWE anyways?
The same gimmick she did when she did.
Like, there were plans, but she left before they actually came out. Like, she's like, all right, you know what, screw this. I'm homesick. I hate the schedule. I'm just going to leave.
Homesick, a.k.a. I'm tired of doing bullshit WWE matches.
She wants to go meet up with Juice Robinson.
Hey, but you know what though? I mean, she made the right decision. She has a title.
No, it works out.
Anytime AEW.
I mean, sucks for us. Sucks for the fans because I mean we're getting mediocre.
AEW Women's Champion. So hey, good for her.
Yeah, but again, the gimmick is not working in ring. I don't know. It's just weird.
And the mini scrum is working. Worse. Outside of that shit's working.
Yeah, like I still think if you're gonna be this old 30s movie star, once you get a win, the credits should roll. Directed by Tony Storm, executive producer Luther, supporting cast Mariah May. Like actually play it up, have the music play, and credits just roll. But no, they're not doing that.
You want to give her a mic and a podium every time? I want to thank the Academy. I want to thank.
Make the name of the match like the movie title of something.
She did do that. She gave a thank you acceptance speech during the press conference. Toni Storm during the press conferences are great.
And then she called out for whatever reason she's calling out Wendy Richter.
Yeah, it was hilarious. She's like Tony. She's like Anthony Khan. She's like let's stop with the secrets. We all know.
Moose is not there to pick anyone out anymore.
Let's tell it now. I'm tired of alluding to her. We all know who I'm talking about. Wendy Richter, I'm kicking your fucking ass. And then she left.
But yeah, it was that, and we knew what was gonna happen with Deanna. It happened when Jade Cargill beat Athena, Taya Valkyrie, any people that they brought in from other promotions, and then you never see them again. I hope that's not that way with Deanna.
Bro, she flat out said that she hopes Deanna goes back to Impact. I'm like, wow.
That was fucking hilarious.
Wow.
They should have had more belt instead of this right in pro way.
I'll tell you, I watched Deanna's AEW Unscripted, their podcast on YouTube, and she had mentioned that one of the reasons why she had left is just she's like, I'm good. Like I've done everything I would want to do in TNA. I want fresh challenges. Yeah. And that's when she left for AEW. She's the one who sought out. She said she was friends with Sanjay Dutt, and she's like, "Hey Sanjay, my contract's coming up. Any interest?" And so then Sanjay told Tony, and Tony's like, "Yes, interest." Signed her up.
Yeah, pretty much.
So has she impressed y'all in AEW so far?
What?
Has she impressed you on AEW so far? Like, is she?
Deanna's in-ring
Close.
style to me, I'm not a huge fan of her in-ring style. Her style definitely has a place in wrestling for sure. It definitely has a place in the women's division. But it's not like, I don't know. It doesn't, her style and that type of style, same thing like Shayna Baszler in WWE because they have similar styles. That style doesn't translate in very well, I feel, in modern American wrestling in particular. I think it's great for European. I think it's great for Japan. Like if you saw that in Stardom as like some sort of difference, I think that it would get more appreciated there. But in terms of American wrestling, I don't think the styles fit. It's why Shayna Baszler, on top of her shitty booking in WWE, but her style doesn't get her over. The only person, in my opinion, I'm really interested in her in fighting. I want to see her have a technical match with Serena Deeb. I think that would be splendid and unique and different because it's literally the similar styles, catch wrestling in effect. And I think that will work out. But when it comes to like a lot of the new gen women's wrestling, it doesn't really fit, in my opinion.
I thought the most impressive thing so far, she almost killed Madison Rayne on Dynamite.
Oh yeah, she wrapped her on her fucking neck.
I'm curious to see how Mercedes is going to fit into this whole fucking.
I feel like if she cannot get the division over, there's no hope for that division.
No.
Yeah.
Zero.
Because like super shit like this gets over. It's like fans cheer for it, and then the matches happen. They go, well,
but you know why Mercedes would get over the most is she's one of those people that will throw her body and soul into her matches. She will sacrifice her body. She will get injured. It is inevitable. And
it's basically going to be her star power that gets her over because she's bigger than all of them. Like star
for
power
sure, yeah.
wise.
Yeah, this isn't like what's her face from England. Yeah. Oh,
Soraya, yeah.
This is my house. Soraya, yeah. This is my house. This is blah, blah,
blah. No.
Trash.
I didn't care about her coming back.
Nope.
Yeah. And they said it was a game changer. It's like, no, it's not. I'm sorry.
No, they gave her a gift.
It was never a game changer.
Yeah, they gave her a gift by giving her a title. But
speaking of her, I found out apparently on Rampage she announced that her brother signed with AEW. I'm like, why?
Yeah, Ricky Knight. Yeah, that's another reason why.
Sonny was badass back in the day, and Sonny also killed people. So
wait, she killed people?
She was trying to ride.
Oh yeah, Kristen Bell. Oh, yeah. My bad.
Yeah, for the next
oh my god,
years right now, Angel.
Yeah. Oh, and then she also got into the DUI. Listen, Sonny's been out of my mind forever. So, but she was hot back then though.
Sonny was out of my mind, and then she did porn, and so then I saw her, and then she was out
with the Hall of Fame ring.
Wow.
How was that?
You're getting railed by big white meat with your fucking Hall of Fame ring on. It's fucking nuts.
Wait, this is recently?
No, like around the time she was a Hall of Famer.
It was like 2017.
Traded the ring to do a porno, and she was rubbing herself with the ring on her finger, like with a ring finger.
I'm not.
That was in the preview video.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Angel researching it.
And then she gets fucking Eiffel Towered.
Oh yeah. And keep in mind, this isn't Hot Sonny from
Oh, this is 2017 Sonny. I don't want to look this up. No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's 2017 Sonny, dude.
Yeah.
Phone's going back down.
Now, if there would have been a leak in 1997 with her and Candido, or her versus Sean, or with Sean and Brett, yeah, that'd be worth watching. But
and Paul Heyman still wouldn't pay him.
We have talked about.
Anyway, we're off the rails. What are we giving this fucking match so we can move on?
Oh yeah, I'm giving it 2.
There you go. That sounds fair.
2 or 3/4. I liked it.
I give it a half star.
There you go. Excellent. All right, now Will Ostrich and Konosuke Takeshita.
Ostrich and Takeshita.
Where do we begin?
I really enjoyed this match.
Many people would.
Who wouldn't? But yeah, no. Yeah.
Match of the night.
Yeah, match of the night, yeah.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt. It was everything we expected coming into it, with having 2 wrestlers of this quality face each other. Meltzer had it best because they were talking about how he claimed about Oku and Ospreay just literally 2 weeks ago being match of the year. And he had mentioned, he's like, Oku and Ospreay had a better match in terms of a story, but in terms of like the moves themselves, he said that this was the better match of the two. And I mean, it was a really well planned out match. It was a very what's it called? It was very methodical early on. Good storytelling in terms of like the rivalry from that perspective, and then again, very hard hitting, especially from Takeshita's side, which we've always known. Very, very hard hitting, and then it built up. It wasn't just a bunch of insane moves off the jump. It was a build up. You had technical wrestling early on, and then you developed into the strikes. And then as the strikes happened, then you developed into some big moves. Then you had some more strikes as they continue to get worn down. And then you hit your really, really big moves. And then you hit your false finishes. And then you finally get a definitive end. I think in terms of like that type of like match quality, match style, I think that's they did it exactly the way you would expect and hope that it would come out to, and what many wrestlers aspire to do and will never get close because of the fact that Takeshita and Ospreay are simply on another level, as to quote Will Ospreay, but it is legitimate. Like those are two wrestlers that are firing on a different cylinder that most people in the entire wrestling business can't ever fathom of achieving. And they do it, splendidly, because that is, they're masters of their craft in that specific genre of wrestling, in my opinion.
I mean, it was 100% the match of the night. Ospreay fucking nearly killing himself as usual, I guess, in a way.
No, Takeshita almost killed.
That goddamn brainbuster on.
I saw Takeshita do it. I got so excited. I saw the landing and freaked the fuck out.
And then he got like that rash right there on his lower back, and he showed it on the scrum too.
Yeah,
like that lower back scrum.
I love. By the way, people talk a lot of shit about Don Callis for many reasons and many different aspects, and rightfully
he's a heel.
So.
Of course, he's a heel.
No, Don Callis.
Like real life piece of shit.
Yeah, and that too. And Don Callis in a commentating setting though still is one of the absolute best. He showed it when he was in Japan on the English commentary, and he showed it again, during he shows it a lot during his commentary in AEW, and especially during this match. During that spot, he specifically pointed out the fact that contusion was directly under the liver, which could be a debilitating shot. And I thought, Angel can tell you from the fact that we watch a lot of combat sports, that type of analysis is wonderful, especially when you want to blur the lines between wrestling being a work and wrestling being, wrestling. The way that he tied that in, I thought was a phenomenal piece of commentary that he did, and really sold the fact that that could have been intentional, and how severe it could be, while the referee was checking to make sure that Ospreay wasn't dead. So,
well, we all can agree Ospreay's the new best bout machine now. So,
I mean, it's been like that for last year.
Angel, you're the one who said that. You're the one who said that. That when you have match of the year, you have to have like everybody's match of the year, and then you have Will Ospreay's match of the year.
Basically,
and like Meltzer said in that video I sent you guys, they're probably going to do another award not to include Ospreay for match of the year, because he's right now 3 out of the 4 top ones include Ospreay. So
already, So
you got Ospreay. There's Ospreay and Josh Alexander, Ospreay and Oku, Ospreay and Takeshita, and then there's Brian.
I liked Ospreay Josh better. Same with the Oku. I constantly cannot call it match of the year because of the matches that we have had, like Josh Alexander and Ospreay. Danielson,
I feel like you can't call it match of the year because of the fact that we're still in fucking March.
I'm saying I wouldn't call it a contender for me personally. It's still a great match. There's out of the other match that we have seen so far, I like those a little bit better. But for Takeshita, I think he should be the one that dethroned Eddie Kingston this year. I think he should be that continental champion. Like he is someone that you can build a top heel around. Just keep him with Don Callis. Don't break him up. Actually give him those big ones. Yeah, sure. Omega's out right now, so that kind of derails things. But you know what? Give him someone new. Build them back up. And him and Eddie Kingston, that'd be perfect for that.
And let him get the international title. And let him defend it in DDT.
I was gonna say if Orange Cassidy would have retained, Takeshi have been perfect guy to dethrone Orange Cassidy. Though.
Mhm.
Yep. That would have
And Ospreay's been killing it. He's been great for quite a few years now. Like they didn't reinvent themselves, no longer being that junior heavyweight. Him being heavyweight was the best thing.
You can give Ospreay a match with Jake Hager, and that would be a fucking like 4-star classic.
No, no.
No, let's not go that far.
That might be like a 3.5, maybe.
3.5.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't have it to Jake Hager. I'm sorry.
We got
it's
Angel.
important to know that his brethren. So they say he was gonna fight his brethren on Wednesday. On the scrum, TK said it's a maybe because he's not so sure how his back's gonna feel.
If they do it, it will probably be like 10 minutes, and they can still have a great match in 10 minutes.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Him and Fletcher.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you have your TV champion gonna job the Will Ospreay. I mean, Will Ospreay's Will Ospreay, but still.
Oh no! Oh, job, sir. That would not be a job. That would be an honor.
Do you want?
Or it could go in no contest. You never know.
But it's Ospreay.
It's not going. If Takeshita and fucking
If they're going to build Ospreay as a future world champion, then he's gonna need to stack up some wins.
Yeah, for sure.
I get that. I'm just saying that Tony's not doing himself favors by booking his television champion that hasn't been on television.
It's an ROH TV belt. Who gives a fuck?
Exactly. No one gives a fuck. No one thinks about that.
Build that fucking promotion up. It's just I'm
And
tired.
how well is that doing?
I'm tired of seeing Honor be a shell, and and I like Kyle Fletcher too. Like there's other ways you could have done that. There's another time when you could do like Ospreay and Fletcher. But I get the principle of the story, which is basically he's going to run through the entire Don Callis family because after Fletcher, who's he going to face? Probably Hobbs next.
And they'll probably kick him out.
Yeah.
It depends on.
They didn't at this pay-per-view, honestly.
And then Mark Davis.
I see him here. But I guess they're trying to keep. I would keep Ospreay away from a world title anytime soon.
And I feel like if they kicked him out, then they would probably have to lose. That's not a good debut for Ospreay, like an official AEW debut.
Yeah.
So can you build up Will Ospreay as the top babyface in AEW?
Yes, 1,000%.
Again, if him, Swerve, if you're gonna actually build future talent, and for MJF, who knows how long he's gonna be there.
I really, everyone like is loving the Hangman gimmick, but it makes so much sense that Hangman is like pissed off over the fact that like this man broke into my house and fucking
threatened my baby, and you cheer for him.
Gave my baby a t-shirt of his faction and fucking but we were quick to forgive. It does make a lot of sense.
We are fickle. Us as fans are fickle.
Yeah.
He broke into a wrestling school, left the fucking 18-year-old kid bloody
near death, like a murder.
And broke a picture of his dead father over his head.
You might as well just
and then the mom's like,
hey, but makes this though. That's fair. But can Hangman fucking dance?
Like what?
He's just that drunk. That's
the Nana dance.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, come on now. Like
we can all agree that Ospreay Takeshi is 5 stars no matter what. So
no, I gave it 5.75. I love
it. Okay, well, okay there, Meltzer. Okay, you just go ahead and break the fucking thing now.
Hey, Mr. 69 stars because of a MILF. I don't want to hear that.
But I am glad Ospreay did not
break.
I'm glad Ospreay didn't go for the pin after the Tiger Driver 91 because I hated when he did that and they kicked out. Like, no, that should not be a kick out spot. No.
That's like Okada's landslide.
No, it's people who do the burning hammer, like fucking Brian Kendrick and Ibushi kicks out. Like, no, that was stupid.
Well, who ranted about that? I forget who it was about how people like kick out of the burning hammer.
Well, what's it called? Bait and Dunn just did it at fucking
yeah, that was stupid. Then that's fucking stupid too.
They called it the Birmingham, as in burning
Birmingham.
Yeah. But they did a burning hammer and fucking.
That's nice.
Finn, let's move on. That ruined the mood. Like, let's go.
He's just so disgusted. Look at that.
I'm so disgusted by that. What the fuck? Okay, anyways, let's go.
All right, world title match: Samoa Joe retained against Hangnail Page and Swerve Strickland.
Hangnail.
Okay, so I'm gonna say some wild. This might be the best story I've seen told in 3-way. I think
story-wise, probably
story-wise,
better one.
The story is very simple. So
but if you think about it, it's like I haven't seen a 3-way in such a long time where it's like Samoa Joe did what he had to do. He's still the fucking kick-ass motherfucker Samoa Joe.
He's
Even
the
at the
champ,
end, doing this shit with the belt. You have the full babyface turn of Swerve, and then you had the full heel turn from fucking Hangman, where he was just fuck this and was beating up the ref. Like I was all
Twice.
about it.
2 refs.
2 refs. He beat the shit. 2 refs. I'm saying like this is like I was like not only was I invested in the match, I was invested in the story. I'm like, oh wow, there's like
Yeah.
It literally, the story they told was literally perfect. That the 2 men hated each other so much that they lost sight of the bigger goal.
yes, and he
Or
just-
Joe
the
brought that up too.
story-
Joe brought that up in the scrum too.
Yeah, he said that too. Or the story that the commentary played out, which I thought was brilliant, is that literally Hangman Page, who's been known to survive fucking death matches, Texas death matches, where the only way to win is to give up. He has survived those. He has not given up in Texas death matches. He's been literally just knocked unconscious to lose those matches, and he tapped out to Samoa Joe when he saw that Swerve was coming in to break it. That's how much I hate you. That
I'd rather lose the match than you win.
Yeah,
fuck yeah. And
that was tremendous, like a tremendous seed that they planted.
Honestly, I think Swerve and Hangman is my favorite rivalry in AEW right now.
I really, it probably wasn't needed, so this is probably selfish of me, but I really wanted to see Swerve just take a chair and just fucking beat the unholy dog shit out of fucking Hangman Page.
He will. Go get a
Oh,
rematch.
no. There's time. Like
I feel like they'll have a rematch at Dynasty, and the winner fights Joe at Double or Nothing.
yeah, I can see
I
it.
mean, but I'm tired of seeing them fight. Like you had a Texas death match. This is what I rant about all the time. You have these amazing blow off matches, and then like less than like 3 months later, you have them fight again in a bullshit single match, or in another like match after that. Like,
but
Go ahead, Angel.
no, I was gonna say, but okay, so wasn't it true? But I wouldn't even consider that a true blow off match because we knew what was gonna happen. They were gonna still be fighting to go for the belt.
you hung this man with a chain.
Okay.
Win.
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
they had a rematch, and that was a draw. And now we have this.
Clear to me that
Apparently
AEW
now Hangman's gonna be gone for a while too.
So clearly the next step would be like a cage. It's going to be another. I think it's going to be just even more violent.
AEW has one consensus blow off match. It is the dog collar match. That's the only other match you can possibly give these two at this stage.
Okay, there you go. See, you booked it right there.
This is the only way that I would be like, all right, well, this is their ultimate blow off match. Because I mean, like I said, they booked all these other crazy hardcore matches that should be blow off matches, and they're like, nope, the feud must go on. I hate that. I hate it in WWE. I hate it in AEW.
But there's a good ass fucking rivalry, and the dynamic has changed now. The dynamic has completely changed. Hangman was a babyface, Swerve was a heel, and now we changed the dynamic. Where now Swerve is the babyface, and Hangman's a heel.
I fully expect them to suspend, and I'm surprised none of the.
Fightful's saying that Hangman's going to be gone for a few months. So
yeah, and that's what Meltzer said too. Meltzer said he believes this is a good way to write him off. So there you go. See, so he's going to be on for a couple months, comes back,
there you go.
Where we go.
Bring him back around Double or Nothing, and then continue.
Keep him off until Swerve wins at All Out. All in.
Whatever next. That's
if you don't book Ospreay to win the title at All Out.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this is awesome. This is the Samoa Joe I wanted. This is the Swerve I want, and this is the Hangman I actually enjoy.
To your point, Matt, the AEW with Samoa Joe has done a tremendous job of reinventing their like depleted main event scene that happened during the level.
This was desperately needed.
Yes, and it brought reality back to the heavyweight. It brought back like, no, this is a prestigious
Joe
belt.
is real,
yeah, he's real. Like, you don't fuck around. Like that's the biggest travesty of the whole Devil storyline. It made everyone worse. It was. I haven't seen. Okay, I don't watch WWE. Actually, I do a lot. I do watch WWE. So WWE does this a lot. But it's been a very long time I've seen a storyline where everyone came off bad. Not a single person left that storyline going like, yeah, he got elevated because of it, or he came out good. Everyone suffered.
Well, the Kingdom did because they got the belts.
But belts from a promotion that's on YouTube.
Hey, everybody gets a belt in AEW.
But it's like they don't care. It's basically the AEW TNT tag team belts. It's not like an ROH tag team belt anymore.
I know.
Yeah, I
It's the
mean,
equivalent of
yeah.
the American tag team titles, the United States tag
Yeah,
team.
so Samoa Joe's breath of fresh air. I'm glad that MJF's not with us right now. I hope he comes back.
Yeah, he needed a break. Like they need like how can Messi won't go away?
Yeah, like
I'm honestly like not 100% that he's going to come back to AEW.
He will, but
signed
he won't
his
stay long.
contract.
I see him staying another year or two.
Wait, I thought he signed a new contract, or supposedly that was like rumor that he signed a new contract.
Everything is just a rumor, dude.
I think he did. I think
He probably
stay
did.
another year or so.
He probably did. You guys are probably right. He's probably gonna come back. I'm just not 100%. Like, yeah, he's absolutely. I would bet my house he's coming back.
I'm just still shocked how you take the best heel in the fucking that at that time I would say was like the best heel or top 3 best heels.
He was the only heel.
Yeah, and then you fuck that up. You completely
because Jericho said, "Oh, he would be the best babyface ever."
And Tony ran with it.
Yeah. Because this is what happened to fucking Jericho.
Wait. So we can blame Jericho for that travesty. Yes. Fuck Jericho. I hate Jericho even more now.
This is why. Like every time anyone is over, Jericho will find a way to ruin it for a lot of people.
Bro, that was awful. Again, I was about to ask who the fuck came up with that bullshit because that was. Anyways, thank you, Samoa Joe. Thank you, Samoa Joe. Thank you for bringing it back. And hey. I know, Wardlow versus Samoa Joe. It's gonna be fun. I mean, the first match was, but I'm thinking Wardlow got a little bit better.
It was a couple of years, about a year ago. Times have changed, so
no, Samoa Joe is better. Wardlow is not. Wardlow did everything in his moveset against Samoa Joe. In all those matches, he's done everything. There's nothing new about Wardlow. Not a damn thing.
Listen, I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be like.
Hey, hopefully he'll be more aggressive, but I think it will be trying to have interference, but it'll probably backfire. Hopefully.
Yeah. See, I'm hoping him against Bryan Danielson. I mean, fucking
at least one more time. Just
one
more
time.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I would like that.
I can buy it, but since he lost to Eddie, I probably hold off till.
No, for sure, yeah, because he plays gonna be doing the whole CML thing, yeah, but yeah, no, I think again one of the best 3-way matches I've seen, story wise, anyways. I don't know.
Yeah, story wise, yes.
Yeah, for sure. So
I'll
give it a solid 4.5, or 4.25.
4.5.
4.5. But
whatever JP says.
It doesn't matter what JP says.
Yes. Now moving on, the main events. Darby Allin and Sting defeat the Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson in this tornado tag to retain the tag team titles, and Sting retires undefeated in AEW.
Nikki and Maddie.
Yes. Okay. I'll let you guys talk, and then I'm gonna.
I had told you guys before. I really was. Like, I'm still of that old school volition that the old guard has to fucking put over like somebody worthwhile in his final match. I really am that type of person. So I was surprised that what's it called? I didn't want Sting to put over the Young Bucks. So I was pleasantly surprised when I saw the Young Bucks actually like win. I was expecting some bullshit where freaking they would like Sting and Darby would win, and they're like EVP decision, let the match restarted or whatever. I kind of genuinely had that thought, and I was surprised and happy when it didn't happen. But as a whole, I mean, the match was great. Sting was Sting. Sting no sold. The crowd ate it up. But
so, quick question
we all
for you.
know the one thing that everybody is talking about.
Hold on, but quick question for you. So a while back, I saw Sting and Darby Allin go against the fucking geeks from the two people I hate, Magic Mike and another motherfucker. And you said that you did not like Sting kicking out of shit, being put through tables, being and you're kicking out of shit because that's awful. And I said it's Sting.
Sting has done that, yeah.
So it's been 2 years later. Has your opinion changed on that? Has your a horrible take on Sting changed about him kicking out of shit?
Well, this match, no, because it was his final match. So to me, it made more sense for him to do it here than any other time.
I don't like that answer, but okay.
Okay. I guess my turn, but I feel like Sting winning was the right move because with how the Bucks are now, even though it's like it was go away heat before this turn, it would have turned out a lot worse if they beat Sting, Darby. And you're right, some do go on their back, but there's a lot of times where it doesn't happen. It depends on the circumstances and it depends on the person. Sting already had those get pinned, go on your back when we thought he was done, whether it was TNA or WWE, like when we thought he was done. And this was his swan song. And it was exactly what we expected. I think if it was a regular tag team match, I don't think the crowd would have been into it as much.
I made that comment yesterday in the chat, and JP did bring up a good point. When was the last time you saw them in an actual regular match? And I was like, touche.
Yeah, like with how Sting is now, like it's his terms, it's how he wants to do it, and this is what he says. Like, you know what, Bucks, you know what, I can take or leave them. They're not my favorite. I can respect why people like them. I can respect.
Hold on, they're not your favorite. Just go ahead and say you hate the Young Bucks.
I don't hate them. They're just not my cup of tea.
I don't hate the Young Bucks. That's yours, my favorite team.
Yeah, that's that. I can respect.
Briscoes before one died.
I respect why people like them. I respect them making so much money, not even being in the Fed, as people like to call it. They made a shit ton of money. They got fans excited for that style of wrestling because they know what they like. Sometimes, you know what? Small doses, sure. I can take a small doses. I can say they have a good match. I can admit if they're good, they're good. Just same time, it's just like there are times that if it's cringe for me. I don't know if that's their personality.
Matt Buck is one of the only wrestlers in AEW that would kick out of a burning hammer.
Just to piss y'all off. Just to piss y'all off. But I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
But no, you know what? Personality-wise, it just rubbed me the wrong way. But I would say again, I will give them credit where credit is due, and they did a great job for this match. They did everything they can to make Sting look good, and Darby.
God bless Darby.
He already has a will somewhere.
Let's talk about the spot. That's what I alluded to. That's the only thing that everyone's talking about. A, Sting retired on a good match, but B, Darby damn near.
And Sting took glass. He took glass too.
I was
on my bingo card.
I was really pissed off the Bucks didn't take glass. I really was. Genuinely, I was frustrated the Bucks didn't go through glass.
But the fans are booing the Bucks because they put their hero through the glass, and then Darby did it to himself.
And the Bucks have taken a whole lot of terrible spots in the past.
Yeah.
A lot of terrible spots.
It's not glass.
Yes, they have. Yes, they in their career they've definitely gone through glass.
PWG, dude. PWG.
Yeah. They're not okay. They're not wrestlers that you can't say, like, for example, if it was a wrestler who's never done a death match and then does a death match and doesn't go through shit, then I'll give you that. But these guys have done a whole lot of hardcore shit where they've definitely bled. And I won't say death match, but definitely hardcore where they've bled, they've taken spots. So I don't anyways.
But no, really good match. I love that the kids got involved early. I think it was.
I hated they were involved. Period.
They got payback. They got payback.
Ethan says, "Where the hell is the DQ?" And I said, "Dude, it's a tornado.
It's a
no DQ."
You're right.
Match.
No, that's fine. Based off the stipulation, you're right. I hated that they got involved. I got the idea of payback.
They needed to. It's
yes,
the
they need to.
payback.
And it was like in the first 2 minutes.
Seconds.
Okay. First 5 minutes of the match.
Yeah.
No.
They got it out of the way. That's it. They
Yes.
moved on. Stinger
You're
splash.
telling me-
Good.
you're
Fuck
telling me
you.
that
We
they-
out.
So they take their beef from the
Yeah.
Bucks and they won't get a receipt for that. That's what you're trying to say.
The proper way to use them is the Bucks are going to do some crazy ass shit to Sting again. Excuse me. They're going to do some crazy ass shit to Sting again, and then they step up. Then they get their retribution. To me, that would
they don't want to take the spotlight away from their dad right away. Like in the middle, that
Sting
in the beginning,
famous.
they did something together as a
should have
family.
been like the Bucks should have been like, oh, these bastards, these horrible people. I can't believe they're doing this to Sting. I can't believe they're gonna embarrass him. I can't believe they're gonna do this heinous thing. They're gonna kill Sting, and then his kids come and save the day.
But because then they would have gotten involved in the fucking final of the match.
That's right.
I think that would have mattered more.
No, it wasn't.
No.
Because it was taken away from the match. You get it out of the way within the first 5 minutes, good, and now they're gone.
Yeah, now I was focused on this too. Like, you had your thing with Ric Flair. He got super kits. His Viagra.
He didn't even need Ric Flair. We didn't need that son of a bitch.
We didn't. No, we never did. But
I agree.
We didn't need Steamboat either. He got super kicked.
You could have literally done what they did with Ric Flair's spot. That could have been his kids.
No, because then they wouldn't have gotten their fucking shit.
They could have gotten it back afterwards.
No, because they would have been fucking.
They were out. That's the thing. Steamboat and Flair were out after being attacked by the Bucks. That's it. Yes. They were out. Bye-byes. Also, I will say, I liked when the Bucks were like shaking Sting's hand. Pleasure doing business with you.
Yes, I fucking love
They
that.
need to do that more. Like, they're just spanking them like, good job, good business. And just do the BT trigger and then just pin them.
Yeah. The EVP trigger.
Sorry, EVP trigger.
Where do we begin? You got the beautiful video tribute they did for Sting.
Yes.
Oh my god,
Fantastic.
dude! I stood up and cheered.
By the way, people talk shit about the fact, how dare WWE not allow them to use the footage?
Apparently they didn't ask them.
AEW didn't ask. They're saying not to say that WWE would have given it to them.
They didn't ask WWE, and TNA let them on red because after their last party show, it was like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it on red. We're good.
Yeah.
We'll have our own video compilation of Sting for
from
TNA.
From New Japan and the end of WCW and all that stuff, so they're good.
Yeah. And New Japan released a couple of Sting matches on their streaming service, so there you go. So definitely watch those.
Injured, are you still want to go on a rant? What rant do you want to go on?
Yeah, I'm gonna limit. Did you say what you're gonna say?
Yeah, I mean, tag match was great. It basically played right to the story regarding, for Sting, taking out of everything. How fitting of an ending that he won with his Scorpion Deathlock. Darby Allin, like I said, God bless the guy. I don't know how many more years he has left in this business. I know he say he's not going to wrestle for too long, but
which one,
Darby? I hope he doesn't wrestle too long because he doesn't want to wrestle and not because he's in a wheelchair or in a coffin.
No, but the superplex off the stage, the powerbomb to the table, the 2 EVP triggers he took. Man, what can you say? It's Sting.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's the man.
Okay. So it's not gonna go long. I was gonna say, so Young Bucks, I say they're top 10, possibly top 5, top 10 tag team of all time. And one of the reasons is because they make you feel something, whether good or bad. They're gonna make you feel something. Their haters are very vocal, very, 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 very vocal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very, 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 very vocal. Yeah. That's Cornette's thing in your mouth right now. So
I know, I'm listening. No, I'm reading.
No.
Not you. This guy above my head right here.
No, I just genuinely yawned. I'm not yawning.
No, that was even yawn. Anyways, so I feel that if you follow the Young Bucks from, even just to say AEW, they're very unselfish people. Anyone that's talked about them knows them. They're very unselfish people, right? So when they were booked to be the final match of Sting, I have no effing idea why this whole stupid fucking outrage from the fucking haters, from every stupid WWE fan that was out there saying, the Young Bucks booked themselves to fucking get buried. In what part of their career can you fucking say, they're doing this to bury people? Like, they do shit to piss people off, to piss people that hate them. So for example, like the whole EVP shit, the whole thing with them looking stupid and whatnot, it got people fucking pissed. They're like, this is stupid. This is whatever.
I like the gimmick.
It's some way go away heat, sure, but the go away heat that quote unquote people say they have, they still tune into AEW and they still tune into the match. Like, for example, for me, the women's matches are go away heat. So what do? When during events, I walk away. I go to the bathroom. I go get a beer. For the Young Buck match, I've never heard someone that's a Young Buck hater that watches AEW that goes, I just fast forward the Young Bucks match on a pay-per-view. I'll give you Dynamite. Collision. On a pay-per-view, I've yet to hear someone say, I fast forward that Young Bucks match. No, because
he does.
because Cornette is Cornette. He plays up the character. He that's not a character. I'm sorry, that's not a character. He plays up himself. He plays up his feelings and all that. But for the most part,
gimmick. Plays
No,
up
it's
the
not a gimmick. It's not a gimmick.
No, dude, Cornette. That's not it. I listen to Cornette because I think it's funny. That's not a gimmick. He legit dislikes him, and he's just, which I get. Like, listen, there's some people that I straight fucking hate, and this is not a gimmick for me. Like, I'm not gonna watch him. Fuck that bullshit, right? So, when this book, people actually thought that the Young Bucks were gonna beat Sting in fucking Greensboro in the fucking main event. How stupid are you? How dumb do you fucking exactly right? How stupid do you have to be fucking be to actually think the Young Bucks are gonna put themselves over in the main event with fucking Greensboro? Really?
Yeah, they would light the seats on fire probably and throw stuff in the middle of the ring.
1000%. So all this bullshit fucking like backlash I was seeing came out for nothing. And the funny thing is that all these fucking haters that came out fucking talking shit, you think any of them went online and went, you know what? I was wrong. No, they weren't. No, they didn't say that shit because they were just like, oh, you're not gonna be there wrong. But you were fucking wrong because if you knew the fucking Young Bucks, you knew they were not gonna do that shit. And you knew it was gonna be a badass match. They were the perfect chicken shit heels. They're the perfect tag team to lose this thing. Because you know why? They lose nothing. They're still the fucking Young Bucks. So you can't say,
people will pay money to
they're still EVPs. Like they lost power.
And people will pay money to see the Young Bucks get their asses kicked.
No, that's true. I paid money to see Floyd Mayweather lose every single pay-per-view.
Oh, I never did. See, that was on you. I was never stupid enough to pay for Mayweather because those fucking fights were boring as fuck. But anyways, that's besides the point. But yeah. So no shit, Sting was gonna win, and of course, and it was a good match. It was a good fucking match because, and I would say this might be one of the best retirement matches I've ever seen because the dude actually won. He actually won.
And yes, Sting.
You don't see that.
They wanted the Young Bucks to go over, I guess, but Tony Khan's like, no, that's pretty much
They wanted to put multiple people over the course of his career, and Tony Khan. And to Tony Khan's credit, Tony Khan sold Sting on the fact that you've been treated like shit your entire career, and every stop you've been at, I will not treat you like shit. And true to his word, he never treated Tony Khan like shit, going so far as to book him undefeated. To JP's point that he made in the chat, the literal only wrestler in AEW history to ever go undefeated.
And it's well deserved. You know how I know it's well deserved? Because on WWE Raw, fucking WWE, who doesn't acknowledge jack shit, what did they do? Michael Cole and Pat McAfee went on there live on Raw and said Sting had his last match. Shout out Sting, love you for your career, and they even put over how good the match was.
Yeah,
that's because it's fucking Sting. So yes, of course, Young Bucks were gonna fucking lose. So shame on y'all that thought Young Bucks were gonna lose, and hopefully this changes your mind on Young Bucks. It probably won't, but you know what though? You'll still be watching. You're still gonna be watching the matches during pay-per-views, and you're still gonna be hating on them.
This guy too.
I don't hate the Young Bucks.
I thought I give credit.
I like the Young Bucks more than that.
No, not you two, because we actually had so just pull the curtain forward, put the curtain back. I said forward. We just thought who we thought the top 10 tag teams were. Ethan actually made a good list. Matt, you're reaching there. You're reaching with some of those. Beer Money, come on now. Like let's chill with fucking beer money.
Hey, at least I named 10 unlike Ethan. You had to rely on me. I added an extra for a good luck.
If you were saying America's Most Wanted, I'm like, fuck it, no, but still, okay.
Yeah, I like America's Most Wanted, but this Chris Harris is just no.
Yeah, no.
No, Curry Man and Shark Boy are better.
So, anyways,
oh my God.
So, my opinion, the match was whatever. The emotion you got for the emotion I got from it. I'm not gonna lie. I want to say I'm like the biggest Sting fan because I was a WWF fan growing up, and and I knew of Sting.
They made you look like a fool, and now it's personal.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I still bought Sting merch. I still bought the Last Encounter shirt that they did a parody of, basically from his WCW shirt. I bought that in a tank top.
Yeah. So overall, I would say this was the perfect fucking match for Sting's
send-off. The perfect send-off.
It was a perfect send-off. It was perfect. Then nothing more to say. Just hey, take that, young buck
Sting
haters.
went out on his terms.
He did.
Actually, I wouldn't even say it was his terms because he didn't want to go out like this. He wanted to lose.
I mean,
But
compared
he
to other
like, he
guys
picked his
that's
opponents.
retired,
He picked.
Yep.
I
It's
would
true.
have.
He
I
picked his opponents.
I-
And that's another thing. He picked his opponents. He picked them.
Yeah.
Why did he pick them? He even said it. Even then, Scrummy said it. I don't care what people say about them online. I don't care what other people say. Young Bucks are legit dudes.
he even said that was, he competed for 40 years, and he said that match is in his top three all-time
Top
favorite
three.
matches
Yeah.
that he's ever
I
wrestled.
would have, I really would have liked to have seen Sting in a singles match. It didn't have to be like a 40-minute classic. I genuinely would have wanted to see Sting in a singles match.
Because at his age right now,
And his body,
putting him
especially
with
with that
Darby
neck
was-
injury, it would not.
that too, and putting him with Darby was perfect.
It was.
Tag matches for the last 3
I
years.
was there live, bro. At his very first match at Double or Nothing
Oh, there you
2021 when he faced off against Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. I was there, and it was a spectacle to behold. That's why
I'm pretty sure his first match was Hobbs and Starks.
Yeah, and that cinematic
Revolution.
match. Yeah.
his first legitimate in a
Oh
ring.
Lord, that's
In the ring. Okay.
Yeah, we'll say in the ring.
Oh yeah. Anyways, perfect send off. I'm trying to think of what a better send off than Sting.
Ric Flair.
Definitely better than fucking Muto, fucking piece of shit.
No, like I had a nice send off.
Ric Flair had the
I was
best
there
send
live
off,
then,
and then
too,
he
so.
ruined it.
Wait, which one?
The
Ric
first
Flair.
one. The first one.
Okay, the first one. Okay, I was like,
His WWE send off.
Yeah.
see, which he lost.
He lost. That's right. He lost that one too.
That's my swag, but I digress.
Well, you're the only one on that island, I guess.
But
You were
I
your
gave
turn.
it 4.5. I couldn't give it a 5, but story wise a 5. I think the match itself, where
4.5 is
is what you expect from a hardcore match with what you were given.
Bro,
So,
that's
The fact
fine.
that Darby got up and walked away from all that is just
Wow.
he shouldn't
And
have.
he's gonna count, and he's gonna. You say he's gonna climb Mount Everest in like 2 weeks or something like that?
yeah,
years.
a month. I think he
March
said a month.
27th. March 27th, he leaves on his expedition to climb Everest. So basically,
Bro.
the beginning of April in a month.
I fall off this fucking couch and I'm fucked up for like a week. This dude fucking falls off 16 fucking feet.
And he's
It's
fucking
his last
Darby
game.
after.
I want to talk about it a little bit more. So the online chatter about it specifically, what kind of gets me and makes sense to me the most out of all the haters, the only one thing is the fact that the glass, it was not just like confined to the ringside area. It flew into the crowd. To counter that point, people were saying that the crowd loved it. They were picking up the shards of glass they did have like near them and putting it in their pockets as like souvenirs. Like Angel, you know that because basically like you'll get somebody from like a light tube, for example, or a bloody shirt, and they'll take it as a souvenir. So the fans were doing that. So that's the only thing out of the criticism that I saw that kind of resonated with me. But I guess you guys' thoughts on the whole glass, was that particular glass spot needed? Did you feel it was excessively dangerous for more than just Darby himself, but rather the surrounding ringside area?
Fuck off, you fucking white knight motherfuckers. I got to be pissed off or fucking ever. Show me in the fucking crowd who complained. Show me that crowd where they go, oh my god, there's glass on me. No, not a single fucking person. You online people, you need to get off your fucking soapboxes and stop being upset for other fucking people. Good fucking lord.
You see
God
what you
damn
did?
it.
Ethan?
That
You see
pissed
what
me
you
off.
did?
Are you
You
serious?
see what
Hey,
you
I
did?
gave him a home run. I gave him a 60-mile-an-hour fastball.
Jesus.
let-
Like, that is the dumbest shit ever. Are you serious? Oh my god, those poor fans. Oh my god, there's some glass on them. What are they gonna do? Are you go fuck off? Get out of your fucking basement or your fucking attic or your mom's fucking room and go outside and enjoy life. You fucking losers.
Damn.
Or go out and get your dick sucked.
There you go.
What's
Yes.
that? What's
Because
that?
I bet you no fucking females were saying that bullshit. Some fucking
But Ethan,
That's a
to
dumb
answer your
shit, really?
question,
that was a complaint? Like, really? Oh, was it okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I would say, was the spot excessive? If it was anybody else, yes. But Darby's known for that.
it's a Darby Allin pay-per-view match.
Yeah,
You
it
see
is,
in the
so-
past how far he will go
Sarah
Good.
made that point earlier, like, and Matt had made that point as well. Both of them made it earlier in our chat. Like, at the end of the day, Darby Allin is the one guy that can get away with doing the most obscene shit because he does it more spectacularly and better than everybody else that ever attempts to do it.
It's the same guy who did a coffin drop with the fucking like barrel on his back and he fucking lands on a steel.
Oh yeah,
step.
the freaking Cracker Barrel shit.
So come on.
Or the same guy that did a coffin drop onto a barbed wire coffin.
It's the same guy who did a coffin drop from the top rope onto the like that, or to another coffin in at All In.
I'm waiting for the Shane O'Mac spot where, like, from Backlash and
No, I
he's
will
not
say
gonna
though,
do-
I will say that Darby and Shane in his prime would have been a lot of fun.
oh, that would have
It
been.
would have been, yeah. Who could kill each other first?
It would be
Well-
Darby. I could see Shane winning though. Like,
Darby and
Stardom.
Shane at fucking King of the Ring 2001.
No, he would do a coffin drop off the Titantron.
I'm waiting for it. I'm literally waiting for that spot. I
He
feel it's
probably will do that. He will probably do that in his farewell match.
no, I
That,
just
or if he's
like-
in like a world title match.
yeah. If he's
by
if
himself.
he's going to the
He
AEW
was in the world
like
title match.
Samoa Joe. Yeah,
Not
He
so
was in
much.
a world title match.
I mean, hey, Samoa Joe
The 4 pills
Or
match
is-
didn't count.
bro, he gloriously kicked the ever living shit out of Darby in that match. It was
But-
spectacular.
You know, I'll say there's that spot worked out because you're like, why is Sting getting beat up by fucking both of the Bucks, or not beat up, like who's actually fighting both of the Bucks by themselves? Is because I legit thought he fucking died. I'm not literally that, but I legit thought he was gonna be.
or he
They
cut
asked
an
him that
artery or
this time.
something.
They asked
Yeah.
him that at press com. They're like, "What was it like having to like work that match? Were you concerned for Darby?" He's like, "Well, I'm always concerned." He's like, "I'm always confident Darby's gonna be fine." He's like, "I'm not gonna lie though, that was pretty hairy. That's pretty fucking hairy what he did."
Yeah.
Wait,
Like,
so do you honestly think he thinks that Darby's his best tag team partner ever?
he'll probably
kind of believe it.
flex, but in a
I
while,
kind of believe it because
I believe.
Darby does more than Lex Luger does in the tag matches. So I probably say
And plus, him and Darby actually get along in real life. They're like, it's not
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
work
That's
friends.
true. Yeah.
They
Granted,
literally-
Lex Luger was there.
he found him and adopted him.
basically.
Basically, yeah.
Lex
He's a
Luger
pretty
was there. Magnum TA was there, which he should probably punched.
Yeah, so
Hangman.
did,
I guarantee you,
so
when
did
the
Nikita.
day Darby Allin gets married, Sting will probably be like the one like officiating the wedding or something.
Yeah, maybe.
You would.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see him. I can see him being the minister for that.
There's another AEW pay per view next month, so
Yeah, I might watch it. We'll see.
I always watch them.
well, I'm fully expecting an MJF return. How fitting the Dynasty pay per view.
It's not gonna. I was thinking when they had the Dynasty
yeah.
review and MJF return, like he brings back the Dynasty, but Hammerstone.
But Hammerstone's guy. He can get Holiday if he's.
If Hammerstone has the okay to appear on the pay per view, whatever. I don't care. But
I don't know.
I
About
think that bridge is burnt. I'm sorry. That
yeah, especially not without D'Amore.
you got Richard Holiday who's still running around out there.
I've never seen a Richard Holiday match. Like, sell me.
he's good.
Go watch go on MLW. Go watch.
I
him
hate
play.
that MLW exists.
All right, how about this?
Watch
You
MLW.
got Triller TV. Go watch him in GCW. Then he's fighting on there.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
free
but,
agent,
but, but, then,
so.
but then you gotta watch Thriller. Like no one's watched that fucking.
I subscribe to the Triller Plus just so.
I've been watching some.
Oh, do
of
you?
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
give me that cool.
I remember you guys paid for it and then it auto renewed, and I never bothered asking people for money.
Well, I've been
Oh,
watching the GCW shows because of how
Yeah,
great
because
Lance
he gets a
Warner
free
is.
ride. He gets a free
Lance
ride.
Warner's been a great heel. So
That's fair.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Any New Japan news? Where we go?
New Japan news. Tanahashi's out for a while.
We knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle got his first successful title defense.
Did he?
Who'd he fight?
He beat Bad Dude Tito in MLW
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
As he should be, because Bad News Tito is bad.
Yes, just don't bring cocaine to your flight to Japan next time.
Yeah. Well, no, so he totally learned his lesson. So actually, I did listen to a whole 1 hour interview on an MMA Hour, and I learned a lot about Matt Riddle. I mean, because I've always been a big fan of Matt Riddle, and unfortunately, like you said, he put himself in a whole lot of situations that he probably shouldn't have, and some that blew my mind because I've been there, being in divorce and having to go to work and having to interact with people, and your life just being falling apart around you. Like his divorce and all that bullshit that happened with him, where his life was going downhill, was the very start of RK Bro. Like, so he had to go on TV, put a smile on his face, and be all fucking Matt Riddle.
I mean, RK Bro was one of his better things that he did on the main roster.
No, for sure. No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to him for like doing that, because that fuck. But yeah, no, I mean, he says he's enjoying New Japan. He's enjoying this right now. It sucks because he lost out of $1 million contract. But.
Bro, I've never seen a crowd react less than when Riddle won. Never seen a New Japan crowd.
That was a terrible crowd.
No, that crowd sucked though.
Yeah,
that was a terrible crowd, dude.
What is that? He wasn't bad in WWE either. Like he was consistent. Just
I hated seeing
attitude,
flies and butterflies and
that was stupid. I'm talking like his actual match instead of his thing with Randy Orton. It was just kind of dumb. But if he he owned up to it, fine, great.
Angel, imagine if Matt Riddle fucking was around. Like Matt Riddle was still in the UFC. Like when UFC became a little bit more tolerant for weed. Where do you think
it would have worked out? What's that? No fucking way.
No,
what? No, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It should have been Hiromu finally.
No, you know what? And this is what I'm gonna say. I was so happy about New Japan with the previous shit that was happening. This last show was trash.
It was not, Angel. It was not trash.
It was trash.
I didn't care for
fucking Evil has a belt again.
No, that's trash. Anything House of Torture is always trash.
That's what I'm saying. We got 2 House of Evil matches there, and and I'm excited for that match. Jack, I want to see Jack Perry in a New Japan. Let's see how he does. Let's see how he does. I'm gonna keep an open mind with it.
Is he a junior?
Who?
He might as well be.
Jack Perry?
No, he's not. Because he's fighting fucking.
Probably heavyweight.
Yeah. He's tall.
I guess that must be like AEW thing. We don't want to book our small guys and consider them juniors. What else do we got?
What is that bullshit?
Ashby and Kenta.
The hardest of fucking passes. This Kenta.
I'll raise this up. Look.
Match of the year right there. Let's go.
JP, we're trying to sell people to watch New Japan, and you're watching. Wait, this is all on one event.
This is on the anniversary show.
I'm not watching it. I'm not watching.
Yeah, no.
It.
Honestly, I'm probably only gonna watch Jack Perry and fucking Dolph.
I mean,
okay, that's fair. Oh yeah, Dolph Ziggler. Oh, sorry, what's his fucking whatever his fucking name is?
Nick Nemeth.
Nick Nemeth with one of the worst shirts ever I've seen. Well, Okada had a whole bunch of terrible shirts, but Nick
you
Nemeth
mean Big Black and Jacked isn't a bad shirt?
No, it's a wonderful shirt. It's memorable.
No, the worst shirt was the Britt Baker black guy.
Right, that was
they wear that in public. See what?
Yeah.
It's like, what's that? Oh, why she have a black eye? Oh, it's good. It's great. She got beat up. She serves her rights. I'm looking
at the card for anniversary show. They got Gorillas of Destiny, Hikuleo and ELP versus Mikey Nichols and Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
What, Shane injured?
And then you got this 8-man tag match.
Yeah, I'm pass. I'm sorry.
Lord. Why are Japanese fans so bad? I'm about to start putting New Japan Japanese fans as fuck with the AEW fans who like this geeky shit.
No, WWE.
No, because okay. So I just a small little diatribe. When I went to AEW show, I felt so embarrassed. I brought a female with me. I felt a person who does not watch wrestling because it was so corny. The fans were so corny. They were so like virgins around the females. Like it was just really embarrassing. At WWE event, I've never felt that. I've never felt that. It's been, mind you, it's been years I've gone to, but I've never felt embarrassed. I was at a wrestling show. That AEW show, I was embarrassed.
There was an ROH event that I swore to never come back.
Yeah. It's just
it was bad.
it's you know what? It's almost as bad as some of these anime fans where I'm just like looking at them like, yeah, the FBI might be looking at you. Y'all know who you are.
He's not here to defend himself.
Oh,
But how changing the subject? How are we feeling about the New Japan Cup this year?
read us the bracket.
Yeah, read the bracket because I can't.
I got.
Let's see. Hold on.
Hold on.
Evil. Okay, hold on. I can see. I can keep it there. Evil gets a pass. Hikuleo versus Oleg. Whatever. Pass. Shingo versus Umura. That'll be good. Kalen versus Kid. That should be good. Suji Cobb. Good. Hold on. God damn it. ELP. Don't give a fuck about him. Mike. Yeah, don't give a fuck that. Taichi Narita. Somehow they made me be disinterested in Taichi. Taichi versus Zack Sabre Jr. That's gonna be good. So Sonata, of course. Jochachi Kenta. Pass. Umino Perry. Okay. Oh yeah. Yano Yujiro. Pass. TJP Finley.
That'll be
Pass.
decent.
Fucking Finley.
That'll be decent.
Loa Okan. Pass because of Loa. Ishii versus Owens. A pass because of Owens. And then Goto versus Ishii. Another fucking pass. So yeah. I'll probably be watching.
I don't know who I want to win that. Honestly,
I don't know either.
It sucks when you have your top guys poached and you got no one really.
Shingo. I'm going with Shingo.
Is Zack Sabre Jr. favorite to win this damn thing?
Zack Sabre Jr. He's won it like twice already, right?
Once.
He won last year. No, he won 2 years. He won last year.
2 out of 3 years.
He won last year too. Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know what? If New Japan wants to change it up, make Zack Sabre Jr. the champion.
No, it's time for Taichi, baby. Let's go.
Hey, Taichi! Hey, let's go, Taichi!
Taichi era. Let's go.
Shingo and Zack Sabre Jr. Are they in opposite brackets? They're not, right?
No, they're gonna fight each other.
Yeah, they will fight in the semis.
I mean, potentially fight each other, but come on now. I mean,
they're on the same side. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be semifinals.
So what?
Yeah, so
Sonata?
What?
I hope not Sonata again.
not Sonata. No.
Didn't Sonata win
We
last
tried
year?
that. We tried
Sonata
that.
won last
Did
year.
not work.
I thought Sonata won last year.
No, Zack Sabre Jr. won the 2 out of 3 years. He won back to back.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, he did.
won
Sorry, right.
22 and 20.
Yeah, Sonata last year. I think Zach before that.
Yeah, it was
So
Zack.
why doesn't Zach win the G1 this year then? Like all this fucking.
I can't see Zach as a Tokyo Dome main eventer.
You know what's sad? What's sad is I never got my Ospreay G1 win. Never got it. I've 2 or 3 years. I was dead set on it. You guys,
if he didn't sign new contract,
Fair,
he probably
you
would have.
never got a Jay White G1 win either. So what's your point?
Yeah, but
What's
no,
your
fucking
point?
Ibushi had to do it twice in a row.
3 in a row.
3 in a row.
Uh,
And look where he is now.
Making money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes free Tony Khan money. You're right. Thanks, Kenny.
Look, look. If you want to go to AEW, make an offer at WWE first. Say like, hey, this is what they're paying me, double this, and I'll come with you. That's all they gotta do. That's all they gotta do.
Yeah.
And he will pay it.
Yeah. I'm interested, I'm very interested in the Super Juniors come May. That'll be phenomenal, I think, with all these what's it called? All these partnerships. I think that's gonna be lovely. But it is curious how
City Riot.
flux.
This is announced.
So
Wait,
they're
I thought
We do those though.
Yeah. Wait, but isn't Hiromu injured?
No.
No, his opponent was injured.
Oh, you did miss a good match between Hiromu and Doki.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Yeah. Damn.
You want to know who won?
Sure.
Doki.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Doki won.
Doki beat Hiromu
Doki beat Hiromu
with the Doki Choki?
No.
Pinfall.
with
Okay.
the what's it called? Was it the
Daybreak?
Suplex de la Luna?
Oh.
Suplex de la Luna. Yeah, he beat him with Suplex de la Luna.
There you go.
Shay.
Angel. Another match.
Who's that? Who's the other dude? I can't tell.
Kid and
Kid,
Kingston.
Eddie Kingston.
No, against who?
Gabe Kidd and whoever else he can find.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's a 10-man tag where they pick their partners.
8-man tag,
It-
Riot
Gabe Kidd could be
rules.
going.
That looks
Gabe
like
Kidd
10, bro. That
going-
looks like a 10-man tag.
Yeah, it looks like that, but it's 8.
So essentially, it's gonna be the War Dogs. Them going, fuck you, no, fuck you, no, fuck you, no, fuck off, fuck you. Like
Yeah, that's all they can say.
Yeah.
that's all they can say. Literally all they can say.
Alex Coughlin's gone, isn't he?
Who?
Alex Coughlin's gone, I believe.
No, I thought he's still with them, isn't he?
When-
No, after they won the War Games match, he did the sign language saying thank you.
By the way, I have a side note regarding AEW back again involving New Japan. If we have a Bullet Club Gold, why can't we have United Empire in AEW?
Oh, that's gonna
It might.
happen. Just
It
let
might
it
happen.
just let it build slowly.
By the way,
You got 3 of the guys from United Empire on there already, so
yeah. By the way, I've had Raw on this whole time while we were recording on mute. It's been okay.
how
Nothing.
shitty is the show?
Yeah, it's here in San Antonio.
Solo, they're at the main event, obviously. Solo just came in through the crowd, and Cody is coming to interfere. This is the main event, by the way, is Jey Uso and Drew McIntyre. So
Bro,
Solo
I
came in through the
heard-
crowd, Cody's beating his ass like it's 1955 in Montgomery, Alabama.
Bro,
So you know what?
I heard Rollins called our old buddy Dwayne Diarrhea Dwayne.
Diarrhea Dwayne, yeah. I heard that.
That sounds like someone sucker tap.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
Oh, that's so
That
funny.
walk clown emoji called The Rock Diarrhea Dwayne. Not bad.
No.
there was a match announced, by the way, a gauntlet match next week. Winner gets to face Gunther for the IC title. So it's Nakamura, Bronson Reed, Ricochet, Chad Gable, Sami Zayn, and I think Ivar.
Ricochet.
No, Ivar.
Fucking Ricochet, who has not been on television for like a fucking month, and he gets a.
But,
Oh, now Jimmy Uso comes
but
in.
he's engaged with that fine ass chick. So who really lost there?
Oh, Sam Irving, yeah.
You know, but it's either gonna be Sammy or Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You know,
yeah, we were
it's
getting
a-
on track for the Revolution pay per view.
Yeah. I just want to point out that Raw was here in San Antonio. I decided not to go, even though I'm the one fan, because of this podcast.
What a guy! What a guy!
What a guy! Yeah, real trooper.
I'm here for y'all. I'm here for y'all.
Man of the people. All 7 people mostly that we averaged today.
So is Revolution right now the show of the year, even though we're early?
Yeah. Of the year?
Of the
Mm.
year.
Wait, how's Wrestle Kingdom?
Oh, yeah.
No, 'cause that's not,
Did you just ask how's Wrestle Kingdom?
no, because I'm trying to think how was Wrestle Kingdom in comparison. But I remember Sonata's the main event, so of course that was whatever.
Rollins just saved.
I don't have a show of the year yet. I would say this is definitely one of the better pay-per-views or PLEs, whatever you want to call it.
Well, Tony Khan specifically said.
We do not speak of
We don't say
WWE
PLE.
rhetoric.
No one ever says PLE. What's it called? Oh, 2 things. One, Seth Rollins came out and fucking super kicked Jimmy Uso with a chair in his
What does
face.
that have to do with Tony Khan?
And then no, I was gonna get to that.
You know what?
I'm just talking about what happened on Raw, and then
And
Drew
you know
Mac-
what?
I get the
I-
crackheads,
Who
but
fucking won? Just say who won.
No, I already said Drew won with a Claymore after the distraction.
Oh, then
So this
that's
is-
it.
this is
Move
supposed-
on. Move on.
Seth Rollins looks like a highlighter. Anyway, number 2, Tony Khan specifically said that Revolution 23, which we were at, were we? I think we were at. No, we weren't at that. No, were we? No, that was 22. We were at 23. Anyway, Revolution 23 was voted by what's it called, Cage Match, as the number 1 pay-per-view of the year. And he basically exclaimed that he's like, it's going to be hard for us to top Revolution 2024. He's like, I think it was an even better quality.
that's right. What was on there that was good outside of MJF and Danielson?
No, I'll check. Hold on, give me a second. Just go on, Ethan. Continue what you're saying.
No, I had made my point basically that Tony Khan basically said that this is like he said it's the best event that AEW's ever put up, but he always says that. It's it's so
Yeah,
tough.
no.
You're a promoter. You're supposed to say that shit.
He always
Yeah.
says the same thing.
And I appreciate that because unlike other promoters, look at you, Dana White, fucking who can put over their fucking
Power
shows.
slap.
Power.
All right, I got the card here. So you got MJF and Bryan.
Yeah.
4-way tag match: the Guns versus the Acclaimed versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett and
That was
Orange
okay.
Cassidy Danhausen. Wardlow versus
What
Samoa
happened to him?
Joe. Who? Danhausen?
Yeah, is he still around?
He's in the
Yeah, he's friends with Punk, so he's
always
MIA.
love Ricky Starks making fun of Danhausen.
You got Adam Page versus Moxley in the Texas Death Match.
That was good.
Jamie Hayter versus Saraya versus Ruby Soho.
Jamie Hayter.
House of Black versus the Elite.
That was good.
Uh,
that was for the titles, right?
yeah, the trio styles.
That was okay.
Hey, I was surprised when fucking House of Black won. That fucking knee is still one of the best fucking counters to the Meltzer driver you'll ever fucking see.
Yeah.
That knee.
Jack Sherry versus Christian Cage in a final burial match.
That was funny.
And Ricky Starks versus Chris Jericho.
This was a better pay-per-view.
This is a lot, but yeah,
a lot better.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that show of the year, match of the year for Dance and MJF. Yeah.
You hear the keyword I just said? Cage match is the one who voted that PLE of the year.
So what now?
WWE
match. Something about 100 people.
Yeah, 100
people out of like thousands that bought it.
Yeah, 100 basement dwelling virgins. Basically.
Yeah. There's a pair of cage matches actually worth it. You know, a fun thing for y'all to do is you should go check at every NXT pay-per-view over the last 2 years and see the ratings those shows get. I think that speaks volumes on how cage.
Recently, they've been doing good, dude. In all
you mean like 9.0 pay-per-view event or PLE event or PLE whatever? And some of the main events are 9 and 10.
That's next level though. I'm talking about good. Good is subjective.
Listen, I'm just telling you, according to Cage Match, NXT has some of the best shows of all time. Of all time.
You said over the last 2 years.
Yes, because that's when they switched over to the multicolored bullshit.
No, that's when it started to suck. And then over the
that's a point. That's the shows that they're rating super high.
I'm looking at Cage Match. They rank out of 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
They gave Ospreay and Takeshi a 9.51.
Okay.
They gave Darby and Sting versus the Bucks 9.52.
Okay.
All right.
No, you're on there.
They gave the women's time match 4.7.
What did they give? Go ahead and go. Let's do Angel's Point to the last pay-per-view. What did they give Ilya and Trick?
On Cage Match?
Cage Match.
Give me a second.
NXT Heat Wave. Let's see here. Check the
I was searching in real time for this. It's gotten better. Like I said, the last when they did the multicolor bullshit, it was lame. And then
8.97.
Oh, there you go.
8.97.
It's not the worst at all.
Wait, what was the argument you guys are doing?
No, it's on my overall NXT.
I was saying that was a good match. So
yeah.
No, it was a good match, but would you say is so in 9, since it would be a 9, would you say this is one of the best matches of the year?
No.
In as of 2023, probably won't be by any stretch of the imagination. But as of now,
23.
It's a top 10 match of the year.
This year?
Yeah. What are the top 10 matches of the year so far? That's a stat.
I was saying we should probably say this off the air because we're getting...
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Hey,
we're closing the menu. The menu is.
By the way, wait, one more question. Show thumbs up, down, middle.
Up.
Up.
Actually, up. Yeah.
There you go. Thumbs up right there.
Hey, there we go. All right, guys. Go ahead.
But folks, thank you guys for joining us. Me and maybe Ethan will be here Wednesday for the actual Otalku Cafe. Thank you for JP and Angel for being here with us, talking about Revolution. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care. Goodbye. Fuck off. Whatever.
Sayonara, minasan.